Hello, everyone. Happy Friday night. Welcome to the Married to Bravo show with Joleen and Nana. Tonight, we're going to be talking all about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, season 12, episodes 9 and 10, because we've been away for a little bit. But thank you for joining us live. And if you want to support the channel, make sure you smash the like, subscribe. And I did pin a link to our YouTube membership where you can become a lean team. We just have one membership. It gets you our exclusive emojis and crown icons made by Hype Man Husband Shell. We also have links to our Patreon, PayPal, all that fun stuff where you can send a super chat during the live. So let's get started. Nana, what's our light goal tonight?
Hi, light goal. Hi, kids. Year I was born, 54.
54?
Yeah.
All right. That's not much, you guys. Mods, please let us know when we get to 54 likes. We have so much to talk about because there's a lot going on in this Housewives world now.
Oh my God, there really is. I can't believe it.
What was the back and forth between Sutton and Diana? She's like, so you say. I know I am. So you say.
Wasn't she just a wench? I mean, I don't know which one I'm talking about. A wench, really.
Oh, you think both of them are wenches?
Both of them. It was, Sutton thinks she's so nice. She's not so nice. She says some really snarky things. And then she just thinks, oh, not a big deal. That's not how I meant it. I'm so sorry.
Not a big deal.
And we know that that's exactly how she meant it. And Diana is so full of herself. Well, I really don't see her on this show too long.
Nana is going to give you all of her unfiltered opinions, and that's what we love. Yeah, I am so over. I'm opening up my folder. Welcome. Let's see. We have Carolyn. Welcome to the Lean Team membership on YouTube.
Oh, thanks, Carolyn. Hi.
Woo-hoo. Welcome. Okay. I'm pulling up some screenshots I have because what is up with Diana's lipping? Is it because her lips are so plumped up that she has to remind herself they're there? Did you notice?
They're very shiny, and it almost looks like she uses slicker over, slicker under, slicker all over. That was Yardley's advertisement way back in the day. Slicker over, slicker under, slicker all over. So she looks just shiny. Lori
she always is glossed. I love a glossed lip, but she's constantly like, she takes this slow lick, it's just really weird.
It's too much. The white powder off the top of your lip. Sometimes that happens.
What white powder would be there, Nana? What are you suggesting?
I love a good donut. That's all I got to say.
Oh, powdered sugar. Got it. Okay. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Look at this.
Happened. Lori, thank you so much.
Lori. Oh, how exciting that is. Thank you.
Yeah.
And she says, I haven't been to a live in forever. I have missed you, ladies. And we've missed you guys too. And we've missed you, Lori. It just,
Thank you, Lori.
Things kind of get out of hand sometimes. And people are going on vacations and things. And that's why
Did that get out of hand? I like how you explained it. Things get out of hand sometimes. People
they
go
do.
On vacation.
I mean, you have the best intentions to go live. I did. And then we're out of town, and then, it just one thing happened after another. So
that was just a funny way to put it. Things get out of hand. People have white stuff on their lip, on their upper lip. There is powdered donuts and possible cocaine things going on. So
you can't say that word, though, can you? You have to say the C word, or is that not a C word? Can you say the drug name?
We have before. And I think that if you say the C word, that has a totally different meaning.
It really does. And you shouldn't be licking your lips for that. Not my business. Really, it's not my business.
Lots of C words licking their lips.
I guess. But yeah, you're right. She has been. And I love when you put, and again, thank you, Lori. That was very generous.
So nice of you, Lori.
I like how when you put up pictures. So where did you want to start this? You just tell me and I'll just go with it.
Well, I'm trying to look for the screenshots I just took. So I'll put one up just of Diana. This isn't remember that commercial? And they were like, you lint liquor. But now I always think of you lip liquor when I'm talking about Diana because the tongue does not stay in her mouth.
Yeah, she has had some work done on the lips.
No, I think those are natural like Rinna's, right?
Well, they could be natural like Rinna's. You are right. They show her in the last episode, they show her in this short bob, not this, but a different short bob. And I'm
Mhm.
wondering, she doesn't seem the type to cut her blonde locks. So I'm not sure if that was just a little wig or what that was about, but her lips look even bigger in episode 10.
All right, so what are the names of these episodes that we're talking about tonight?
Oh,
So we're just going to go
let's
through
talk
like
about that.
a best of these episodes.
Okay.
Mhm.
Do you mind if I put one more person up?
Sure, go ahead.
All right. Well, let's go into
Indiana
Indiana
Girl
Girl.
Jules. Oh, Lori and Indiana Girl Jules. What a fun night for us here.
Yes. Hello, ladies. Hope you had a great vacation, Anna. I did. Loved my first time at the casino, too. She sent me a little note saying, I'm at the casino for the first time. I said, run, save yourself. Anyway, Jolene, having all your Big Brother breakdowns. I mean, I've been watching the Big Brother breakdowns, too. I'm not sure what you guys are all talking about, but I
Yeah,
just
you don't
like,
even watch Big Brother.
no, I don't, but I like to
Mhm.
watch and like to
Mhm.
see who's in the chat, and I like to hear what you have to say about things. And it was very good. Anyway, I've been watching them too.
Thank you. Thanks, Indiana Girl Jules. Yes, Tess says, I can hear you, lint liquor. And that was one of my favorite. I think it was an Orbit's gum commercial back in the day.
Really?
And yeah, and so now I just think
don't
you
rem-
lip liquor. Look at, I mean, this is constant. Her tongue is out of her mouth all the time. And
Honey,
I'm
I
just like,
don't, and she looked a little different this time. When you look at it, doesn't it appear that maybe because she had lips done, doesn't she appear kind of swollen up underneath the eyes?
well, that's not lips, Nana. Your lips injections don't go up to your eyes. That's Botox, fillers.
Is that what this is?
I
Because we're
think
seeing a
so.
lot of, and that's
Well,
not like her. That's no,
what are you talking about?
look at underneath her eyes. It almost looks, she looks plumper underneath the eyes.
Oh yeah, that's filler. That's what they do. That's why all those ladies, when they get too much of it, they all look like lions because they fill their faces up so much. They kind of all end up looking the same, like the king of the jungle. It's crazy.
Don't you wonder at the end of their life? I'm just saying, just putting it out there.
Okay.
They have so much of this work done that at the end of their lives, if they would have an autopsy, I wonder what they're seeing. So many different fillers and stuff. Are you seeing that? Are you seeing?
I don't think so. I mean, you can see implants, I'm sure, but if she had like cheek implants, but I don't know if you can see the filler. If there's any doctors here, let us know. Okay.
I'm going to call Dr. Pimple Popper and find out. Okay.
Renee remembers the commercial. Did you call me a cootie queen? You lint liquor. It was such a good commercial as far as
Renee, I don't remember this, you guys.
I was like probably in my early 20s or late teens. So yeah.
Okay, none of your business is saying I always get kind of shy when Nana or Joleen Lunzer is in the chat. What does that mean? Bring that back, none of your business. What does that mean?
Oh, I think just maybe they're, Nunya, maybe they just are like, "Ugh, these women are just such lip lickers. I
think so too.
So nervous.
Only 2 more to get to 54. Hit the like. I love
You're
it.
not the only one that wanted to know that about what you see in the body during an autopsy, Nana, because Short Stack said, I want to know too.
I do, I mean, I'm not trying to be gross or anything because I think I want to be cremated. So,
yeah,
I think so. But anyway, I'm wondering if all that fillers, because I know they're not going to maybe cut your face open. But doesn't that filler go somewhere else in the body?
We could send a message to Phaedra from RHOBH and Ultimate Girls Trip because didn't she have a funeral home business? And she would know maybe once they get the bodies, where did they? Okay, we're starting off real strong.
Thanks, honey. Thanks.
Right,
I know.
Let's get into this episode, Nana. What?
Okay,
we're just going to hit the highlights of what happened in these 2 episodes. Okay.
Here's Calamity Jane. This is the season 12, episode 9. Erica lands in hot water with Garcelle over some choice words to her sons. Kyle tried to atone for some words of her own. Lisa is amused by Diana's new look. Crystal tries to help Dorit with her ongoing anxieties. And I thought, oh, Crystal, I don't know if you could help anybody. I don't think you have that strong personality to come forward and help people with their stuff. If they're showing the
Now, did you
party.
see this part though, Nana? So this is my old gym, the Hollywood Dojo. This is where I
Oh,
went, and
it is.
yeah, I talked about a little last season because when Crystal met with Rashad, I was like, oh my God, I know them because his wife is actually, she was, I think, a professional fighter. So he and his wife have the studio. It's in Hollywood. It's not in the nicest part of Hollywood. It's a little seedy area of Hollywood in a strip mall above, like, a convenience store and stuff. But this is the kickboxing class I took for quite a long time, a couple years ago. Remember, I got hurt and hurt my
I
leg.
remember that.
But Rashad is great. He's so nice. Obviously, they want him on the show because he's a cutie as well.
He's adorable.
I wouldn't be surprised. I haven't been keeping up with Watch What Happens Live, but I feel like he's someone that Andy would invite to bartend on Watch What Happens Live.
Oh, just because he's so good looking.
He's very good looking. He's very nice. He's just like calm energy. And so it was interesting to watch this episode and see Dorit learning self-defense because in a lot of ways, they had this plan and it was kind of like a boot camp type thing. So we would go there. I could go to as many classes as I want. And then on Saturdays, the group of us in the boot camp would meet and we'd do weigh-ins and stuff like that. And they gave us a meal plan. And it was actually really, really fun. And he really teaches you how to fight and defend yourself. And then I got a little carried away. And that's when I hurt my leg. And he was like, hard, kick. And I was like, okay. And then sometimes he would catch me, like I would be tired and I'd be like this on the, when you're supposed to like box on the thing. And then I'd be like this and Chell would laugh because I come home and I'd be like, yeah. And he goes, what were you doing? I go, I was just going like this, going through the motions because I was tired. And Rashad would be like, come on, you can do it. But it was so interesting. They're in this little Hollywood dojo. It's so not Beverly Hillsy. Like it's so kind of not like glamorous Hollywood, but I spent so much time there. So that's just a little thing a little connection I have to the Housewives.
Honey, now that you said that, I remember that. And I remember driving by and you pointed at the place saying that's where I did my kickboxing. I remember.
Yeah. So, okay. So we don't really have to talk about that. They do some of the stuff, but it was nice to see Rashad. It was like, oh, my old stomping grounds, and all right. So
he's very good looking.
Yep. He's very nice.
We see Erica hitting on Garcelle's son. That was just gross. And her son is very good looking. Nothing that Erica should be pouncing on or even making suggestive remarks to him, like, let's have a threesome, have your baby mama call me. It was
break
disgusting.
That down real quick, Nana. So, all right, we're behind on this show. Let me pull up a picture of Erica as we do this. I wish my screenshots were a little more organized, but
that's all right.
We'll deal with what we deal with. So, Erica, she was just so drunk, mixing it with Lexapro or whatever she's mixing it with.
Yes.
It's just a hot mess. And let's just say, okay, hold on. Talk for a second and I got to find these.
Okay. No, that's fine. She just is so, and she keeps thinking she's out of character, but this is her character. Mm-hmm. She keeps screaming, no, it's my new medication. And then Garcelle's right on it. She says, and then drinking doesn't go with it. She says, yes, but it's a new medication. I'm just not sure. So Garcelle's kind of calling her on her drinking, and she's just bumping down these champagnes like crazy, plus being on this, what did you say it was, Lexapro or something like that?
She's on some kind of anti-anxiety, antidepressant. I know Kyle said she's on 5 milligrams of Lexapro. I love how these people there's still so much shame about mental health that she's like, only 5 milligrams. It's like,
I know. It's
shut up, Kyle.
100 if you feel better. Are you kidding me?
And if you only have 5 milligrams, maybe that your anxiety isn't as bad as you think it is, So
yeah,
I think Kyle's just like, I wouldn't be able to function and fly. It's like, oh, great. We would see season 1 Kyle. Okay. So Erica, this was just so bad for her hitting on her son because she just was messy, sloppy, gross. Right. But the thing that I really took offense to is the fact that, what's going on with my thing, is the fact that she asked Oliver, do you have a lady? She knows he's married, right? He's married with children. She then says to him, well, have your baby mama. That's not his baby mama. That's his wife and the mother of his children. So I feel as though Erica, and then there was later in when Garcelle confronts her, and we'll get to that too, where she was like, oh, your sons are so well spoken. And she caught herself. Erica, these microaggressions are coming out of Erica as well. And the way, and there's something so gross about, and we'll get to that too, Dorit and Kyle co-signing this because of having, Garcelle's sons being children, not Oliver, but, the 14-year-olds, and the way, she spoke to him and the way they justified it. And if somebody talked to Portia, Kyle's daughter, or Dorit's kids when they were 14, this way they would be in tears, and it would be the whole season. They would probably get, Erica fired for this. But the fact that it was Garcelle's son and is like, we've already had, like race issues on this show where these women don't understand.
Yes. They don't understand anything.
Unconscious bias. They don't want to address it. They don't want to talk about it. Instead, they tell Garcelle there's something wrong with her almost, or they're afraid she's going to bring it up, like Rinna allegedly said. So it's just so gross. She's putting out all kinds of gross stuff. But when she said, oh, your baby mama, it's like, would you be saying that if you were hitting on Kyle's son? Or are you just saying that to Garcelle's son? And I think these are questions Erica's probably never had with herself.
I didn't think of it like that. I didn't think of it like that. Watching her
come from this place of, that we're seeing now this sloppy Erica, she's aging. She, just like we all do, so these old tactics that used to work for her, like, I'm so hot and let me kick my leg up, and aren't working for anymore. So we're watching probably how she got, Tom Girardi and stuff. And how she was successful. And it's like, it's not going to work the same because now you are involved in this, all these lawsuits and things. Your public image isn't great. You're now a sloppy older woman, drunk and fool. And that's not sexy. And I think that was a very weird wake up call for her.
Oh, I think so too. It's not sexy at all. And when you look at her, like people in the chat are saying about that Barbie braid, oh, please.
Is this some of her hair extensions she's selling, maybe?
Oh, my God. That isn't a good advertisement for it. It's just bad because I didn't think the baby mama comment, I didn't think that was like a racist kind of thing. It's disrespectful.
I don't think it's racist.
No matter where you're using
I think she just wouldn't necessarily say that to Garcelle's son if he wasn't Black. Like, I feel like the way she's talking to her young children, the 14-year-old boys, I don't think if these were white children, anyone would have the same reaction as well. And I'm also very confused, and I don't know if Erica explained this, why in the first place she even said that to Garcelle's 14-year-old child to get the fuck out of here, and what are you doing? What did she mean by that? Did she not recognize him? Was she so drunk she didn't recognize him? Did she think he was up to something? I know what he was doing, but
flowers with Crystal
was the intent? Okay. But what was the intention of her saying, what the F are you doing? Get the F out of here, because it's not this back and forth fun. He came over with Crystal, picked up the flowers, and she's like, what the F are you doing? Get out of here. Well, why does he have to get out of here? They weren't having any kind of exchange. I mean, you wouldn't have a
not at all. You saw the look. You saw the look on his face. Like, what? I just think that she went into her own little blackout, if you will, and kind of came around and thought, well, who are you? Get the fuck out. You
can't tell me
that's
that
how
Erica
I think.
Girardi, who's married to Tom Girardi, who is so far removed and so privileged and in Pasadena, living this life, that she doesn't have these little, I don't believe for a second that she's not, that this isn't how she is. Like, she's just like a very biased person who thinks she can kind of say and do what she wants.
Most definitely. Most definitely. I think she's just showing her true self.
She is. I think so too. I don't think it has anything to do with being, drunk, I should say.
Yeah, no,
And he has
fake
a ring.
life. Yes.
And she should know. Garcelle's been on the show long enough. We've seen Oliver, and we've seen how proud Garcelle was that he got married to this woman who had children before, and then they had a child together. So you
Yes.
know the story. Do you remember when Erica was like, Eileen, don't you talk about my fucking son. Don't you talk about my fucking son. And Eileen's like, oh, I wasn't really
I
saying that.
know.
But yet, and then she wanted to poo-poo it because she was telling Crystal, she's like, oh, he's 16, whatever. Even if he's 16, you don't talk to someone's kid that way.
You
And
do not.
Crystal goes, he's 14. She's like, oh, well then maybe there's something wrong. Honey, he's a 14, 16. Okay. Hey, you want to have sex? And then she like opened up her legs. She's like, ah. And Dorit is just, you can tell Dorit is like, ew, gross. She's like, he's married. He's got, kids. Stop. And then she's like, ha, you sure hit me up. Tell your baby mama to hit me up in the DMs. We can threesome. It was so, I would head to an AA meeting so fast if I did that.
I would have AA come to me.
Right?
I would write. I would go in for treatment. And Garcelle's worried about her drinking where Kyle isn't. Kyle isn't. Yeah. Kyle doesn't want to lose a drinking buddy. That's that. Erica was just pissed off because she couldn't talk to the older son. That's true. Miss T, you're right. And that older son, Oliver, he is very good looking. But that doesn't mean, because he's good looking, that you can say those things to him and hit on him in front of everybody. It's embarrassing to him. It's embarrassing to him. She thinks it's a big turn on for the kid because, oh, look at me. No, Erica, look at you.
She's living in the past. She thinks it's still this Erica that can pull these, near death rich old dudes. It's like, no, sweetie pie, there's a small window for that. And then you're into Diana Jenkins territory. And if you're not bringing the money, honey, you're not going to get a hot young person. The rules work the same for old ladies as it does old guys. Okay. That's just how it is. I didn't make the rules.
How it
you better
is.
Bring some money, honey. That's why, you need to develop more than just a pretty face. You got to bring something more to the table in life, because now she's going to be that like creepy cougar lady.
I know. And she already is. She already is creepy and cougary and drunk, and she's a mess. And don't blame it on new medication. If you want to just take the medication and quit drinking, that'd be great. That you'll see a whole new Erica.
Yeah, she does think it comes off as sexy. She thinks, this is, I'm so sexy. It's like, no, honey, this is not 2007 anymore. We've just seen Erica, the stuff she's been going through, and now the drinking and the lies, like all that stuff starts to show on a person, I think. And it's starting. And I think she never thought she'd be in this position. But now she just kind of looks desperate, and it's sad, and it is creepy. It's not sexy when she's in this leopard weird dress and then kicking her legs up in the air. Garcelle is sexy. Erica Jane is not sexy. Like, his mom's hotter than you, bro. Like, I don't know what you think he's going to be like. Absolutely. He thinks that way. But in my opinion, it's like his mom's hotter than you. So, but she acts like she was doing him a favor. And then he was like, I'm okay. I'll see you later. And then she's like, oh, you turned me down? Are you sure? And she's like holding on to Dorit. Are you sure? Honey, are you sure? Hit me up. I was like, this is, because I just watched the episodes because I've been in, Big Brother world. And I'm like, oh, this is bad. This is really bad.
It is bad. It's disgusting.
It's embarrassing.
Like, and Garcelle said, I'm going to keep these ladies away from my son. I'm not going to bring my son around here anymore, because her other friend, and what is her name? Charisse, or what is her name?
Cherie. Mm-hmm.
Her other friend said, in not this episode, but the next episode, her and Erica are talking, and they said, yeah, I do a threesome with him. So would I. And Garcelle's sitting right there. You don't talk about someone's son like that. Oh.
It was a little, poor Oliver. Oliver, run. These cougars are after you.
I know.
At least Cherie isn't a mess, though. Like, there's one thing. I think at the house, I feel like Cherie was trying to break the tension in some weird way. And I think Garcelle's like, okay, that's good. We're good now, because Garcelle was serious. I mean, Mama Bear came out, and I don't blame her.
Yeah.
And she
No.
was just like, here's the deal. You do not talk to my son. It's one thing to hit on Oliver. It's creepy, but he's an adult. It's a whole nother thing to tell a child to get the F out of here. He's 14. He's a
He's
baby.
14. He looked at her like, what? You
Yeah, I
know?
mean, how scary and creepy it is. I remember you guys, growing up, you had drunk friends too, and being at our house and stuff they would say and stuff. I'd be like, ew, like I just drunk adults to a kid is like, it can be really, sometimes
Yeah,
it's funny, but
it's
some,
not pretty. No, it usually isn't pretty at all, But it's I'm having a hard time saying this name.
Cherie, Nana.
No,
Sean and Michelle.
Sean and Michelle. Shame on Cherie for consigning that. Yeah.
Co-signing that, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I really thought that too. I thought, really? Don't get on Erica's side, because Erica was wrong in this. Don't say anything.
Traumatizing. Yeah. Thank you, Bonnie. It can be as a kid because, you got these, this drunken idiot Erica, these drunken adults saying stuff to you, treating you like you're an adult, but you're a kid and you're at your mom's birthday party and you're just trying to grab the flowers. I mean, what a nice kid that, and thank goodness Crystal was there to be like, come on, honey, don't listen to them. But I wish in that moment, I mean, I know Crystal was probably like, I just want to get him out of the situation, but I wish she would have been like, looked at her and I would have been like, you shut the fuck up, you drunk. Like I would have, but that might have traumatized him more to have two older ladies fighting in front of him.
Yeah, I don't think that, right. Not sure that you'd want that too.
Right. So there's one thing to hit on Oliver, but it's a whole nother thing to be so despicable to a child, to her little son,
Yeah, Erica is trash, Mama. You're right for talking to him like that.
He's embarrassed. Yeah. And Shonda said, I have a 14-year-old son, and I would have slapped Erica if she talked to him that way. Garcelle's classy, and she told Cherie, she's like, I'm going to wait until she's sober because I want her to hear this and remember this.
Well, good luck trying to find when she's sober.
Yeah, she did come over, right away. And then she saw how drunk Erica was. And she's like, okay, well, we'll talk again. We will meet again, dear. And she definitely let her know at Sutton's house that you do not speak to my son that way. And Erica's like, I know I was wrong. But I don't really think Erica gets it. And had it been her son, oh my God.
I don't either.
She would have freaked out.
I don't either. She doesn't get it. He tells his mom what happened and what Garcelle said. And so Garcelle talks to Erica, but it's such a BS move on Erica's part. And when she says, oh, I'm sorry, oh, yeah, it was the, medication, that's garbage. That was just garbage. And that's what I thought of Erica for a while. So Sutton shows her crazy self to Diana. She tells Diana she's soulless. Now that's a good way to get to be friends. You're soulless. And Diana just laughs at her, and Kyle comes over to make nice, but really stirring the pot, telling Sutton, I didn't know you had 2 miscarriages, Sutton. Kyle doesn't believe her. And, why would Sutton? I think what Sutton was trying to do with Diana is to say, yeah, I know you had a miscarriage, but I've had 2.
You thought she was trying to one up her? I didn't. I got the thing that she was trying to be like, I know what it's like. I've been there.
But it didn't come across that way.
Yeah, maybe it didn't come. Yeah, maybe it wasn't the time or something. But for Kyle should have just stayed away. Should have been doing the splits, mopping the floor with her vagina somewhere else, because this was not her fight to be had. And I feel like she's only protecting Diana Jenkins because she feels like she's the cooler. I don't know. She probably thinks it's like a clout chase to me. I feel what Kyle's doing. She doesn't have Sutton's back, and Sutton's supposed to be her friend. And then she's like, oh, I didn't know you had 2 miscarriages. And then looks at her like suspiciously. When someone shares that in the moment, you don't question that either way. It was just a weird fight they were having. It was so ridiculous. Kyle made it 100 times worse.
Well, Kyle coming into anybody's defense usually makes it 100 times worse because she knows how to stir the pot. She's been there the longest of any of them. She knows how to do that.
Exactly. She is sloppy. And then I was trying to take screenshots. She was manhandling Sutton. Sutton had big red marks on her arm. Let's see if this is the.
Really?
Yes. And it was so, I kept rewinding it and she was holding on to her and grabbing her. And it was really, I don't want the sound to play, but
Oh, I see what you're saying right here. Right. Okay.
yeah.
On
So,
her right.
what's going on?
She's got this look about her, Diana, like, I don't believe anything anyone says to me because I'm just too rich to listen. And that's how I feel about her.
No, okay, so there's Sutton on her shoulder.
Yeah.
You can see the red mark, and Kyle had been grabbing her pretty much all night. So this is where Sutton says, "You're a mother effer." Like, who cares? Whatever. And then there's the finger. You're a drunk and a liar, and you stole my goddamn. Or no, Kim said you stole the goddamn house. You're a drunk. That's like back to the first season limo when she's jumping over.
Absolutely.
In Kim's face. I think Kyle is a lot more. Look at her. Look at this.
Yeah, that's true. She really did. Yep.
For what? Look at Sutton. It's like, Kyle, you're abusive, bro. You should lay off
I guess
the
I
alcohol.
didn't see.
Look at her.
Yeah.
Sutton looks like, I want out of this. This is not, who wants to be grabbed like this when she's having a conversation with someone? Look at Kyle. Look at how she's grabbing at her.
I know. I just, and I
look at her fingers digging in her arm. What kind of friend would grab you like that? You know what I mean? She needs to keep her hands to herself. That to me, I was like, geez, these episodes what is going on here? I mean, look at her just manhandle her friend. Okay, she's like, no, you don't say that. And then she comes in, pushes her. Sutton tries to come back. Yeah. And then she wants her, look at me. I mean, this is weird.
She's just, really... Kyle follows the money and Diana's got the big money.
Sutton's got money too, though, but I just think she thinks she's
not as much as Diana from the sounds of it.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it is. It's sad. It was
disturbing. These were like the housewives on The Exorcist or something. Why is Kyle wearing lingerie to the party? I don't know. We don't know. She thinks she's Beyonce. She thinks she can wear stage outfits. Girl, you're not on stage. She literally thinks she's like Lady Gaga. You're not on stage, Kyle.
I says, none of your business saying, I wondered if they were all on the same meds or if someone supplied the party favors.
Maybe
you gotta wonder.
That's why Kyle was so protective of Erica taking meds and drinking, because Kyle's like, well, I do. Because I'm like, why is she so invested in this? I'm like, oh, because she does. So she doesn't want this being said about her.
That's right. Absolutely. She doesn't want a sober friend in Erica, not at all. Because then the finger goes to her. Like, what are you doing? Yeah, that's pretty bad.
By it too. It was weird.
Crystal and Dorit, they go to work out, as you showed before, at the self-defense class. And what was his name again?
Rashad.
What's
going on with your phone? Put it on silent, Nana.
I know. I'm sorry. I just was having some trouble with it before.
Do you know how to put it on silent?
Okay. No, I forget.
It's just on the side. There's like a little thing right over here.
Oh, yes. I got it.
And then it'll look red.
Got it.
There you go. Perfect.
Got it. Okay. So then Sutton and Kyle, they go out to dinner. Day before Thanksgiving, Mauricio, and Mauricio's always high. You gotta love Mauricio. Mauricio and Kyle in the kitchen. He's singing. She's basting a turkey. Mauricio is high for the holiday eve. Garcelle and her family are feeding people. They went to a food, not a food shelf, but like a food.
Yeah, they're doing a dinner. Thanksgiving dinner. Mm-hmm.
Yes, and showing her kids how to be caring individuals. I think Garcelle's a good mom.
Mm-hmm.
Kyle's with Diana. How was the party? Diana tells her about Sutton's conversation. And Dorit and PK show up at Kyle's house for Thanksgiving. Kyle talks to Dorit about her experience after they were broken into. Dorit is talking about moving because she does live really close to Kyle and Mauricio. And I guess that would be something that a person would do that after they've been broken into. I can see that they'd want to, move from that place, but you don't want to feel that fear is moving you out.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's what the four of them are laughing about Erica's outburst to Garcelle's son. That here they are again, the four of them laughing about Erica, just like they have in the
What'd you think
past.
about this?
Well, it was like a deja vu. It was deja vu. They've done this before.
Yeah, but
with
last
Erica.
time it was like they were laughing about her big story of, and then he went, my son went, and it was snowing, and Tom went off the cliff, and my son
Yeah.
gave him CPR, and then they had a baby. It was crazy. But this time they're saying, oh, we thought it was great. This is just a blowout that Erica had. She's just letting her hair down, telling
Yeah,
a
it's
14-year-old kid to shut the
right.
F up and get the F out of here. I liked it. Then Mauricio was like, I love that she did that. And Mauricio was getting in trouble for saying this because he's got a new Netflix show coming out. And allegedly, Netflix people were not happy because they're like, we're going to get a lot of backlash for this. And so they were having to do some damage control. So Kyle was out here putting out little lame apologies that, you know, she doesn't mean. So be
No,
careful,
I don't think.
Mauricio.
Well, I don't think. I don't think they are very. I don't know. What is this new Netflix too that they're getting into? Is that something
Remember,
that?
it's some kind of like real estate, like Selling Sunset show, but
Oh,
it's like Mauricio with the agency.
oh, that's right. Okay.
So it's a real estate show on Netflix for him and his family. But it's like Mauricio's Mr. You know, I'm high and happy go lucky. But, sir, again, it just baffles me that
You
these
got to be
parents
careful.
aren't thinking about what would you say if she said that to Portia? Aren't Portia and Garcelle's son or her
Same
twins the
age.
same age, I think?
Same age.
So they would freak out. I mean, they would freak out. I can't
They
even
would have.
imagine.
Yes.
Kyle is already so dramatic about stuff. I can't even imagine her reaction. And Dorit even said it herself. She goes, well, it's not my kid. That's what you have to say?
Isn't that special? Doesn't that make you feel good? Does that make you feel
Good
good? PK's
God.
talking trash and says Erica deserves a blowout, like you said. After everything she's been through, she deserves to have some fun. They call blind drunkenness and just don't even know where you're at most of the time. They call that fun. Okay. She told Garcelle, you're one to get the fuck out, and tried to bang her older son. Very nice. Very nice. That's what you get in a friend with Erica. And these four. What?
What are you talking about, Molly? Oh my
Oh,
God.
what? I didn't read that. Molly O'Brien. He is not innocent. I just read an article that he's sleeping with Kendra Wilkinson. Apparently, she works with them.
Mauricio? Or who? Who are we talking about?
Oliver, I bet. I bet she's talking about Oliver. Molly, are you talking about Oliver?
Sleep with Kendra Wilkinson? She's like,
well, just because we just got done talking about Oliver. So that's why I'm thinking, okay, he is not innocent. I just read a girl that he's sleeping with Kendra Wilkinson. Apparently, she works with them. So Kendra Wilkinson works with who? I guess I'm not understanding that.
Mauricio. Yeah, that's what I thought. Mauricio.
Oh, it is Mauricio. See, I wasn't thinking Mauricio.
Like, Oliver's not going to be sleeping with Kendra Wilkinson. Well, people were putting on Reddit, like speculation. They were posting pictures of Dorit and Mauricio and how when he came over, she like kissed him on the shoulder. And it was weird. And I was like, okay. So now I always look at them strangely when they're together. And then, you know, there's been rumors about Mauricio over the years.
I know there has.
Mostly unsubstantiated, but interesting.
There was a lot of rumors about Mauricio's affairs, but nobody had a name to him. And
well, no, I mean, all these people are going to have rumors about it, so we don't know. Check your
Linda,
IG. Okay.
Producer Linda, Kyle, there's a caterpillar above your eye. Oh, Kyle. Really? I guess I didn't, you know, I know people say that about Mauricio, but I don't know. I guess I didn't want to believe it. I hope that's
we
not
don't know.
true.
It's just
I
rumors.
hope it's not true.
Yeah, they're just rumors. Until people are going to say stuff when you're on TV. I don't know if it's true. We don't know. But there was someone snapped like the paparazzi, which is so weird because I feel like paparazzi is such an antiquated term now that Instagram and all these places you can just post your own shit. They posted a pic, or they popped or whatever, took a picture of Dorit outside of a hotel, and she was smoking. I was like, oh, she looks like a closet smoker. She does.
Oh, was she smoking?
Yep. She was
Okay.
smoking. She had a ciggy. And like, just do it on the show if you do it. But I know she
No,
doesn't want to
because
be seen.
was it Lisa? Not Lisa. Let me think.
Yeah, Vanderpump used to have some cigarettes here
Vanderpump.
and
Yes.
there. Her and
Yep.
Ken.
Yep.
Yeah. And Dorit would be like, I would never smoke a cigarette. But there she was in her matching sweatsuit outside of it. Looked like some hotel, some building or something. Just with it looked like uh, the
Oh,
cigarette
that's
looked like a
funny.
long cigarette. It was I know I grabbed it because I was like, oh, I want to share it. And I forgot I had it till right now. So I'm just trying to find it. But you can keep going with the stuff.
Okay. Then we go to Sutton's home. She had a lot of work done on this house. I think the house was beautiful to begin with, but she redid a lot of things. She wanted the ladies to see her home, so she had a little luncheon for them. Cherie goes to Garcelle's house. Garcelle tells Cherie about Erica's hitting on her son and telling Jax to F you. Garcelle wants to talk to Erica when she's sober about this. So, and like I mentioned, good luck trying to find her sober. It was kind of a housewarming party for herself. It rained in Southern California. You know, they say it never rains in Southern California. Well, it did. And her backyard was really muddy and mucky. And she's got this big, beautiful home. I guess I don't understand why they didn't have the party inside. I just didn't get that. Why wouldn't you just have the party inside? You walked on the grass and it was just mud. And these women come with these shoes and they're gorgeous shoes. And I have to just laugh because when Rinna came, she had those red shoes. Here it is. They're so tall. And she goes, oh my God, I can't walk out there with these. I'll ruin them. So Sutton had enough little thongs or little, well, we call them thongs that you put on your feet. And she was wearing that instead of these shoes. These shoes were, look at those little legs, how thin they are. And these shoes look monstrous. They look like Herman Munster's shoes next to that. So Sutton's housewarming party, it seemed like it was going very well.
You mean flip-flops? Thongs? You mean
Yes.
flip-flops?
Yes.
I'm like, what are you, Australian? I know Australians say thongs. I never.
We always called them thongs. Yeah, when we had them as kids.
Tim, I don't know. My friend Tim was like, I call thongs. Yeah, in Australian, we're like, what? Huh?
We called them thongs growing up. I always still call them thongs. I've got my thongs on. So, but now thongs here are undies or the lack thereof. Sutton's housewarming party, but it was all rainy and stuff. I just don't see why she didn't. Everything was so fancy. Why didn't she just bring it inside instead of having these people out? And now, is this the picture of her smoking? I don't see the cigarette.
What?
Oh, is that a cigarette? That looks too long. What the hell is that?
It's a 100, I bet.
Oh my gosh. Huh. Looks like a Virginia Slim.
I wonder.
I don't know. It just looked too long. That's all. That's funny.
Yeah.
Especially when, be a grown-up. You smoke or you don't smoke. Stand up.
It's not good for her image, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure not.
Mm-hmm.
She probably just started after the break-in.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's what she'll say. It was stress. The stress.
Yes. Thongs in Texas. My blunts are longer than that, Nana. Jamie B, you always crack me up. Thank you. See, a lot of people said thongs. I know they're flip-flops too, but we called them thongs. That's what we call them.
Ashley B says, I don't think that's Sutton didn't, or maybe Sutton didn't want certain people in her house. Maybe. Like some of these housewives? I don't know.
Oh, ouch.
Yeah. So.
Well, everybody showed up. Rinna was, smart talking the whole time she was there. Rinna's hair looked great, though. I'll give Rinna that. I don't care.
Did you like that? She looked like she was on
yes.
What's that? Like a gangster movie with Al Pacino, not Al Pacino, but like what was that movie? Casino. She looked like she was in the movie Casino with Robert De Niro and Joe Pesci. She looked like one of the guys collecting money for the gangsters in Vegas. I was like, huh?
Did
It
you
was a
think so?
look.
I thought she looked cute. I don't know. I
It
guess
was
I thought
a
she looked cute. Renee is saying,
it was a
Nana,
look.
what is a G-string then? It's a non-existent underwear.
Well, G-strings are different than thongs.
I know, but because I call them thongs, and Renee is saying, what is a G-string then? Well, it's nothing. It's nothing in my drawers. Let me tell you. So
This was not the. I mean, the glasses I would wear. Uh,
you didn't
this is
care for
like
her hair. I thought
no,
she
it's
looked
like
cute. I don't
80s
know.
dynasty cocaine
Maybe that's why I liked
casino.
it. I don't know. Maybe I like that little upsweep and that. Don't they call those like the big aviator glasses? Only
Yeah,
they're
I like the
usually wire.
glasses,
I think those are cute.
but oh my goodness. Okay, thank you, Miss T. I will
Thanks,
check
Miss
that.
T. Hi, Miss T. It's nice to see you guys again in the chat. Rena is first to arrive in her red shoes. We talked about those before. They're Versace. Oh, of course they were.
Versace. You said
Vers-
Versace.
Versace. Rena, hair looks great. I even wrote it down on my paper because I thought it looked cool. I'm not worried about Sutton's house. I'm worried about Garcelle. Okay, Erica brings Sutton a candle as a gift. That was nice. I think she was, no, I think someone else brought some wine or something too to her. Erica has a leopard coat on that didn't seem to go with anything. But this purple thing that Rinna's got on, didn't she take that from Garcelle? It was Garcelle's fur.
No, it's
Because,
Sutton. She brought out a bunch of fur
oh, that's
for
right. That's
everybody
right.
to wear when they sat outside. Yeah. Where's
That's
the
right.
manhandled thing? Miss T. So I'm on Face of Reality on IG, but I don't see it. Is it
Oh,
a recent post? Or is it in the story? I'm just trying to find it here.
so Rinna just wouldn't walk on that grass, that muddy grass, with her Versace shoes. It's muddy and cold at the table. That's what when the minute someone says it's muddy and cold, you bring the table in. You change the direction of your party.
She does look like she's replacing Lady Gaga in the House of Gucci for the sequel. It does look very House of Gucci, that 80s time, like it does. Oh, thank you. Atharella sent it. Oh, wait. No, it just takes me to their profile. Am I dumb? I think I'm dumb.
And Renee Rod saying we call them beach walkers. That's cute. That's a cute name for them. But yeah, we
the
called them thongs when we were
19
little. So
post. The 19th post? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Oh, yes. Okay. It is the 19th. Thank you, Haru. How many times did Kyle put her hands on Sutton during the argument? So Faces of Reality. Let's check out there. I actually follow Faces of Reality on Married to Bravo. They put out some great content for Bravo. So let's pull this up, and you can keep talking, and I'll just pull up the manhandling video.
okay. It's muddy and cold at the table. Rinna got her flip-flops to wear. Then Sutton came out with furs. She had a ton of furs for everybody to put on. Instead
Real
of bringing
fur?
all these,
Ew.
well, I'm not sure if they were real or not. The purple wasn't real. But I
Could have
don't,
been, and then died.
oh, gross. I hope not. I hope it wasn't real fur.
I think it was.
And I wondered what that leopard was. I hope that wasn't real. That looked fake. But
The
I just,
leopard.
why the heck didn't you just take your party indoors? You have this beautiful new home and you put this table on muddy grass that's
You're really
cold
pissed
outside.
about that, Nana.
Well, I thought, what a horrible thing to do to guests. They're already telling you, oh, it's cold out here. Oh,
Are
it's
these
so
guests,
muddy.
though? I mean, they
Well, they
are
were
acting
supposed
like
to be.
damn animals.
Well,
These
it was
housewives.
supposed to be. So Rinna asked her, Rach, how are you doing? Like she cared. Oh, are you putting this up now for?
Yeah, so they're counting it. How many
Oh,
times did
there.
Kyle put her hands on Sutton during this argument? 1. Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Oh,
Good way
I
to go,
see.
Face Reality 16. Everyone follow at Face Reality 16 if you don't already. 2. Wait, that was 1.5.
That was
Wait.
3.
2.
Oh, 2. I see. Okay. Well, this is kind of fun. This is like.
I mean, it's disturbing, but I'm glad that they're actually like drawing attention to like, you need to watch when you drink, Kyle, because you like to get rough with your friends. And I'm sure she didn't like that. I know her skin
Isn't
didn't
that
like it.
something? I didn't even.
5. Well, I remember Mims, shout out to Make It Make Sense. He came in our chat and he was talking about that after this episode first aired. And but I know it was like not this episode, the episode before when she's on the dance floor, she even grabbed her. Look at that. That one really gets me. That one, I hate that one. I don't like this. Holding tighter. Look at her hands. If someone grabbed me like that, I'd be so pissed. Oh my God. I'd probably wrestle her down.
She's down. They're up to 9. Yeah, that's really sad. Is that something that I just really overlooked that?
With verbal abuse, yeah. Oh, goodness. Beverly Hills is the most violent franchise there, huh? That's interesting. Kyle, your slip is showing, Kyle. She's very aggressive, right? There's another. Oh my God. Oh no, this is the same one. Sorry, I played over. But remember when that lady, they were at that party and the lady came over to Mauricio, and it was one of Kyle's white parties that she has or whatever, where everyone wears white in her backyard. And she came over and like grabbed Mauricio. She goes, "Get the F off him. That's my husband." Like, she's an aggressive lady.
I miss those white parties. You know, where they all are in their finest gear. Sutton wasn't out of control. Kyle was very abusive. Yeah. I mean, nobody needed Kyle over there to try to settle anything. And gosh, no, she wasn't trying to settle anything. She did make it worse.
Likes to be involved. She's on the wrong side of Housewives history every single time. Name a time Kyle was on the right side of Housewives history. She was on the wrong side with Vanderpump. She was on the wrong side with Denise. She's on the wrong side with
her
Kim.
Sister.
She's on the wrong
her other
side.
Sister.
She's always on the wrong side of Housewives history. Oh my God. We need LVP to give her a love.
LVP does not need her. Okay. Does not need this franchise. So Rinna asked Dorit, "How are you doing?" And Dorit can't be alone and is not driving. And they bring out 5 coats for everyone to wear. Garcelle asked Sutton, "Did Diana call and tell you that she wasn't coming to your party?" And she says, "No, she didn't." And Garcelle says, "You know what I call that, don't you?" And she says, "What?" She goes, "Rude." Now, that isn't your saying to say. That's for Brian Christopher to say. That's his, rude.
Oh my God.
You knew
We're going to get through a stream without referencing Brian Christopher.
Not in this lifetime, honey. Not in this lifetime. So, but Garcelle thinks that's rude, and it is. I mean, you should at least, if you're not going to show, at least call and tell him that. You know, say, "I won't be coming to your party." So Sutton thinks her and Diana were connecting, and for the life of me, I don't know how she thought that. Kyle said, "Did you call Diana MFer and soulless?" It's like, oh my God. And look at Rinna's little legs and those big shoes. Aren't they funny? They almost look like clown shoes.
Yeah.
They do. They look like clown shoes. I certainly wore things that high.
I like a high shoe, but that's
high
for the staff there, because this gentleman, her assistant, she was like, "Touch my feet, they're freezing. Touch my feet." I was like, okay, he doesn't have to touch your feet because you got some weird foot fetish where you like when strangers touch your feet, Rinna. Just put it in front of the fireplace. This isn't the first time in your 60 years of life that your feet have been cold.
Right.
Act like you've been there before, but they're like, "Touch my feet." Like, he doesn't get paid enough. You know how dirty your feet are? It's gross.
He's a youngster too. Is that her assistant? Is that this guy here?
I think it's Sutton's assistant. Anissa says Kyle was horrible since season 1. And the clairvoyant Allison Dubuis, "I know exactly when you and your family will die." I love that about me. That, oh my God, iconic. I wish she would come back. She should come back to Ultimate Girls Trip.
Oh my God.
And she should do a little reading. I love that about myself. I can tell you when and where you're going to die and who your husband's going to cheat on you with. He will never emotionally fulfill you. Oh, I love that about me. I love her.
In the chat, someone said that. He will never emotionally fulfill her. And I thought, I've heard that before. Where did I hear that? That's where I heard
Allison
it. Okay.
Dubuis, Camille's
Is it
friend.
Dubois?
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
All right. Iconic. So here we go with Rinna and Sutton. she says, Sutton says, I'm never passive aggressive. And Rinna goes, Sutton, yes, you are. You know, I was like, oh my
They're all
God.
passive aggressive.
I know.
But
I like
Kyle's aggressive in that last scene. She was aggressive.
very Kyle and Garcelle talking about Erica's drinking. Then we see that. And then we see Garcelle and her sons, which I got a kick out of, going to that shoe store. You know, they showed a
Oh,
little
the
bit about
sneaker
it on
store
here.
on Melrose, yeah. Mhm.
Unbelievable. Now, people really pay that kind of money for
Of course.
shoes?
They're
Okay.
Yeezys
All
and
right.
Jordans and yeah.
All right. All right.
Mhm.
Oh, the electric cigarette. That's what she had. That's right. It
Mhm.
wasn't a real cigarette. She was just,
That's
and
what
all
it
that
is,
vape.
Care
It was
Bear.
a vape, right?
No. I don't know. I think it was just electric cigarette. Rhino. I like that you called her Rhino. Literally looks like Elton John wannabe. Rinna does look like an Elton John wannabe. You can't be Elton John. It's already been done.
You're saying Rinna looks like.
She looks like Elton John, Nana. I mean, come on. The hair, the glasses. You stole that look from Elton. Bitch, you stole his look. He did it first and he did it better.
Oh,
You
see,
stole his
I
look, Rinna.
like that look. No, I'm sorry, guys. I like that look on Rinna.
But it looks like Elton John. I mean, yeah, she looks like she's going to hop in front of a piano and raise money for AIDS awareness. Like she does.
Maybe she can break out Candle in the Wind.
I would like her more if she did. Right? I mean, she does. She looks like she's from the movie Casino. She looks very Sharon Stone from Casino. Sharon Stone had that hair where it was like you know how the mullet, but it wasn't like the trailer park mullet. It was just kind of that 80s, 70s mullet. Yeah.
Are you saying like Carol Brady mullet? No, not
Sort of.
that.
Yeah, it was kind of like that. It was kind of like that.
Oh my gosh, that's too funny.
Yeah.
So let's go to season 12, episode 10. So You Say.
Someone's coffee bus. I don't even see her adult diaper panty line. Oh my gosh.
Oh, you guys, serious. Did she do a commercial for adult diapers ever?
Yes.
Rinna?
Oh, yes. She made a lot of money off that.
I'm trying to remember that. Okay. I'm just trying to remember that. I can't remember everything. Nope, can't remember everything. I remember June Allison doing it, but she's older. But yeah, Rinna did it too. Oh yeah, I guess.
Rocket Man stirring up the pot, and I wasn't even at the party. The fact that she has the strong opinion. Actually, Diana said you said this, but you weren't there. And Erica's like, well, she talks to Diana. So you got Diana's version. So you weren't even there. So you don't know what happened, Rinna.
I know, but that's Rinna. You know, she doesn't have to be someplace. She'll find out the skinny from everybody else.
Okay. So then we go into the next episode, and that's where they start. Now, Garcelle's going to have a conversation with Erica, right? At the party to go inside. They warm up. Erica said, I'm only going to have one drink. And Garcelle's like, that's good. And then she ends up being like, fill her up, honey. I'm not going anywhere. Who's got a son I can sexually harass? Whose children can I tell to fuck off? I'm in my fun phase. It's like, it's not fun. It's not fun. It's not fun. Those eyebrows aren't fun. Your attitude's not fun. It's not fun. It's not fun. Eat some humble pie. It's not fun.
No.
She's not fun. I'm not having fun with her.
No, she isn't. In this, it's the title is So You Say. And Erica seeks forgiveness from Garcelle for her past indiscretions. Crystal gets involved in Sutton's love life. Kyle is left reeling by an accusation she does not agree with. And Dorit finds comfort in Hanukkah traditions. So look at that look.
Let's get right into the conversation with Erica and Garcelle.
Sutton thinks, oh, okay. Let's see. Where does that part? Can I just do it from my notes? You know, can I just get Sutton thinks Diana left their conversation better friends. There's no way. Kyle said that's not how it went down. They come inside from Sutton's party outside from the mud. Sutton wants to date again. She's getting notifications on Bumble. Was this awkward or what? And what is Bumble? Is it a dating site?
Yeah, it's a dating site, but I think it's where women are in control. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat, but where the guy can't reach out to you unless you match with him or you're interested. So then it kind of alleviates creepy, like dudes being able to like creep on you. I think it just makes, because I think women, you're a woman in the world, how, how it works. And so this way you feel a little more protected, I think. I don't know. I've never been on Bumble, but that's what I heard. It's more,
Yeah, I
it
wasn't
gives
sure.
more of the power toward women and a little more protection, where random creeps can't just hit you up. Now you have to hit them up first, or you have to be interested first, and then they can still turn out to be creeps, but it's not, I think that's the difference with Bumble. But yeah, they were
Okay.
acting like teenagers.
It
She
was,
hadn't
oh,
even went
honey,
out
it
with
was
him yet, I don't think so.
7th grade. It just was 7th grade. It was like a pajama party. Are you kidding? Oh, there's a boy on the phone. Oh, look, and they're all saying, hi, hi, and then they go over to Rinna. Rinna, say hi. Yeah, hi. She's over on this side of the room, and all these ladies are. I mean, I thought that was just so, are they that excited for Sutton to start dating again?
No, they thought it was funny. They wanted to embarrass her. I feel like we've all had those moments where you're with your friends and you just like you resort back to that junior high, kind of like, let me see what he looks like. And they're all either married or divorced chicks, and they're just interested. And some of them probably had good intentions, most of them probably bad intentions. Garcelle's probably the only one that had good intentions, and Cherie, because she's like, I'm new to the group. But the rest of them, they just wanted to embarrass Sutton, I think. But
well, they did a good job with it, because she says, I don't do that. I like him. And they go, oh, he's still on. It was just, oh my God, it was so awkward. I just thought it was so awkward. And what was his name? Senjen?
remember.
Or something. Senjen
I remember.
calls all the girls, and they act like 7th grade. Erica had 3 champagnes. Garcelle was counting. Garcelle calls Erica out on telling her son, get the F out of here. And he's only 14. Krista was with Garcelle's son picking up the flowers. She's totally in agreement with Garcelle's being upset with this, and she should be. Before I insulted your kids, I gave them a compliment, Erica said. Always has an excuse. She always has an excuse for her bad behavior. Always. Erica is talking of having a threesome with Garcelle's son, with Sheena. I'm saying her name wrong.
Cherie, Nana.
Cherie.
Cherie. Write it down. Cherie.
Yeah, I have. I know. I get mixed up. Cherie. And that's Garcelle's friend. And that's Cherie is Will Smith's first wife. All right. Got it. All right. So she says, I take responsibility for talking terrible to your son. I'm not talking to you. And then Garcelle tells Kyle, I'm not talking to you, Kyle. I'm talking to Erica. And you don't have to put your 2 cents in, because Garcelle said you don't have to put your 2 cents in. And this is, what did she call it? She said something to Kyle, but I'm trying to think what she called it. Like, not,
but it was basically
backpedaling.
Yeah, you don't have to jump in.
Yeah, you don't always have to jump in, and you always do this, Kyle. And that's when they start talking about later on about Erica's drinking, and Garcelle thinks it's a real problem, where Kyle's going, no, it's no problem. She's just fine. But Garcelle is really worried about Erica's drinking, and Kyle just doesn't see it to be a problem. Diana meets with her stylist. What do you think of that? Did you see that whole thing? Oh my God.
Well, she was getting rid of clothes, right?
Yeah, she's going to donate. Yes. I mean, I think Erica just wanted to take some, and maybe she did. But do you think Erica could fit into Diana's wardrobe?
I don't know. I thought it was kind of a silly scene, but it also is like what Erica used to have. And you could tell because she's like, it's fine. The more she said it was fine, I was like, it's not fine. She's like, honey, I used to have these. It's fine. Are you going to give that away? Okay, it's going to charity. I'm a charity. No, I'm just kidding, honey. But seriously, I'm poor. I'm not poor. I'm poor. I'm very, I'm not sad. Is Garcelle's son going to hit me up in the DMs? I don't know. Is this Vivian Westwood? I'm just going to lick it and remember what it tastes like. It was kind of It was cringy. I was like, ooh, Erica. She's like, I used to have this nice stuff. And Dana's like, that's so nice for you. I don't care.
I know. She is one cold fish, isn't she, Diana? Don't you think?
Yes.
She doesn't really show a lot of emotion. She does when she's with her fiance, and she does when she's with her kids. And she said, I just want my kids to live with me forever. Most people want their kids out of the house. But she says, I want my kids around me
Rude,
always.
Nana. Rude. I'm right here. Jeez.
That's what she said. Most people
Jeez.
want their kids out of the house, which is true. It is true. I
I
mean,
was great. I don't know what you're talking about.
feelings, nothing more
Oh,
than
please. I
feelings.
was great.
I didn't say you weren't. I'm just saying, as a whole, most parents,
You should want
they
me
bring
forever.
to a certain age and then people leave and they find their own life. Okay. All
You
right.
begged me to come back, but it was mostly for Chell. You wanted Chell to come back.
Because I liked riding to work with them. Okay.
I know. I was like, oh my God, Nana.
But she is just a cold fish. Diana really is. She just,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. So we got to Diana's going to donate lots of her clothes. She's going to keep some of her most special outfits that she didn't hang up. She laid out, and I didn't understand why they were laying. Were
On
they
the
too
ground?
heavy to be? No, they're laying on some kind of table thing or shelving, and it just seemed weird to me. But I don't have that kind of clothes. In fact, I am going to go through my closet. Once I saw hers, I thought, I'll get rid of some of this stuff. Eileen, you don't wear it. And mine isn't that fancy. Asher, Diana's fiance, looks younger than her own son. Does anybody else think that in the chat? I really think this guy looks younger than her own son. And Dorit and the kids, this was cute. I like this part. Dorit and the kids go over to Kyle and Mauricio's to celebrate Hanukkah. And now PK wasn't there. Now her son, oh my God, was he cute?
They're
And
both
the
so,
little
her kids
daughter,
are so cute.
they're adorable. But Dorit's son knew everything about Hanukkah. Mauricio asked him, do you know what Hanukkah is?
It was so sweet.
He
was
was
so smart.
He was so good with it and didn't seem
I
camera
wonder if
shy at all.
Erica would tell him he's well-spoken. Huh, Erica? Would you? Would you say, hey, you're well-spoken, little
Gotta
guy?
wait till he's 14 so she can say, get the F out of here. And then wait till he's older and married with a child before Erica
Trying to have
hits
sex
on him.
with them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Creepy.
And Jagger, that's his name. I couldn't remember it. DG
Phoenix
said
and
it.
Jagger. Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. He was so poised to tell people what Hanukkah meant. And it felt really set up to have all those clothes out, knowing Erica was coming over. Shonda's saying, it probably did. I don't, if she was getting them ready to donate, good for her. It's like probably a hell of a write-off for her.
Some people online were saying, going back to the scene before with Diana's husband or whatever, fiance, baby daddy, as Erica would say, and then son and girlfriend, they're like, the husband, Asher or whatever, he seemed overly eager, some people thought, to talk to Diana's daughter.
Asher, her fiance?
Remember they called her on FaceTime because she's at some horse thing?
Yeah.
And some people thought online, I was reading, they thought he was overly eager to be talking to the daughter. And I'm like, well, he's closer in age to her, so I don't know.
They probably have a lot more in common than
Maybe she's
Diana.
nicer. We don't know.
I know. She seemed nice. And what is she doing?
Ew. Can I tell you something gross?
Yeah, I'd love to hear something
Housewives related.
Yeah.
It's so gross. Speaking of creepy things, and that's what people online were saying. But Elon Musk's dad, did you hear about him?
No.
He is like old, right? He's like a zombie. He's old, right? He is having his second baby with his stepdaughter, who's like 35, and he's like 100. And he goes, I'm on this earth to procreate.
With his stepdaughter?
Yes, and he raised her since she was 4.
Why don't they just call him Woody Allen and call it a day?
Serious. I was like, that is the grossest shit. It was so bad. Sorry. I know Shonda. Yes, she's 35 and it was his stepdaughter and he raised her since she was 4. And I'm like, these dudes are creepy. That explains Elon Musk so much, why he's the way he is, because it's crazy. It's freaking gross. Sorry. I didn't mean to.
That is now. And Elon Musk, is he the one? Did you say what was he on?
Oh, Elon Musk, he's the Tesla guy and he's going to buy Twitter and
yes. Okay.
He hates unions and stuff. You wouldn't like him. You wouldn't like him, Nana.
Yeah, he doesn't sound like my type of guy.
Yeah, and what is going on with Ricky Martin? There are allegations from his nephew, and I just watched a little Empire.
50 years he could get for this.
I have never heard this in my life.
I never have either. And what did he do? The Macarena?
No. No.
Which one did he do?
Oh my God. He was in Menudo, the band, which was like a boy band.
Oh, that's right.
And then he went off on his own, like, she will wear you out, living la vida loca. So right now it's allegations. I don't know any more than that. I just watched Empire. And so I was like, oh my God, I don't even want to look into this.
Living la vida loca. Okay. And does that mean living the good life?
Yeah. And apparently, Elon Musk might be Amber Heard's baby daddy. That's what was speculated because they dated after Johnny Depp. And then they had some kind of, I don't know if it went to a legal battle over embryos and shit. I don't know. Who knows? Yeah. And she's saying, she bangs. Ricky Martin had that too.
Oh, remember that little guy that would sing that was so funny? What was he on?
Oh, you're talking about the American Idol guy.
Yes.
But I don't know did he sing that song or a different one?
Well, he sang that one too. That she bangs.
Loca's crazy.
Means crazy nun. Oh, like loco.
Loca.
Oh, loca.
Loco,
means
loca.
Crazy. Okay. So, oh my gosh. But so he doesn't who does the Macarena?
I don't even remember who does the Macarena.
Okay, I thought it was Ricky Martin. I'm so behind.
Yeah, so I don't know more about that, but I do know the Elon Musk dad stuff, and he straight up admitted it, and I was like, this dude is sick.
Oh, I'm just so sad.
Apparently Ricky Martin, people are asking what he did. His nephew is accusing him of
years of abuse.
And then something happened and I don't know. Yeah, it's just yuck.
Yeah, I mean, and that's allegedly. He hasn't been before the courts yet or anything like that. People are saying, oh, Nana, I don't know. You know, some of these things you just don't know.
Oh, wait. Hey, Macarena. That was when I was in like 9th grade or 10th grade. That was at the dances. They'd play it. And we thought we were so cool because we learned it. Hey, Macarena.
Okay.
That was a banger.
So it wasn't that. Okay. It wasn't.
Yeah. Allegedly in a long-term relationship with his nephew. Okay, let's move on. I shouldn't have brought this up, but this Elon Musk dad thing really got me. And then I just watched Empire was putting out videos about Ricky Martin, and I'm like, oh no, God, I hate life.
And I've been trying to, I watch, your Big Brother reviews, and then I get on Empire, and I've been watching his, and liking his, and then Up and at 'em. And so I've been trying to go around the bend with these guys.
Yeah, Elon's dad is an alien reptilian. He's Illuminati, and he's here to procreate with his stepchildren.
And that's what, oh my God.
Yuck. I'm so sorry. I should have never brought that up. Anyways, back to this weird lady. And so we're at Kyle's house. They're doing Hanukkah. Cute little Jaggers. Like, here's the meaning of Hanukkah and why it started.
And Haru is saying again, allegedly. Thank you, Haru.
Yeah.
Now, when we look at Diana like this is when we first started the podcast tonight. This is the hairdo I was mentioning. That is
it just? I think it's tucked under. I don't know, a wig.
She's got an awful lot of hair.
This is probably her real.
Under.
I think this is probably her real hair. I think her hair's short. Her real hair, right? It's just.
Oh, okay. So then all that other stuff is the fake stuff.
Well, you can just pin it. I think it's probably pinned in the back,
Oh, okay.
pinned up. So
I
yeah.
don't know. It looks really different. It looks nice.
I love how
You
you're
know?
like obsessed with talking this hairdo.
I do. I mean, I get on one thing and that's where I go, you know?
Oh my God, Renee in the chat. Oh my God, that comment.
Oh, stop it. Don't
Stop it. You're gonna
stop it.
don't.
Stop it.
Don't.
I love those guys and I love you, Jamie. You're just too damn funny. Sutton talks to Garcelle.
That's Renee. Oh my God, you can't even keep Renee and Jamie straight. Nana, what is wrong?
What were you talking about?
Renee said it in the chat.
Oh, did Renee say it? I'm sorry, Renee. I thought it was Jamie.
We have two funny men in the chat. She can't tell men apart. She's a sexist.
I am a sexist. Renee, I'm sorry. I thought it was Jamie. Usually Jamie's throwing this stuff out at me and it's pretty funny. But Renee, you have too. So thank you.
Give Jamie the credit for your
Yeah, I just took it and it said, Jamie, it's yours. Renee, I'm sorry. I thought, oh, now what did I do wrong?
Yeah,
sorry.
Shout out to Kempire. Shout out to Up and Adam. Shout out to Down with Jason. All of our Blogger Tea homies.
Yes, and it's just so much fun because, to be a group like that or to be part of some of that and to hear, Kempire he's really good and he's so nice. And Up and Adam always says hi to me and things. It's just nice. That's nice to.
Good. They should be nice and they are very nice people.
Yes, they are. They're very nice people.
Okay, so we're in Dorit comes over and there's Mauricio. And ever since I saw that Reddit thing, that's the problem about putting out rumors about people's marriages. And these bloggers, I'm not saying Up and Adam, Down with Jason, Kempire, they're not like that. But there's some people who put stuff out about people that are baseless. And then your head's always like, well, are they? Is it?
Is it weird?
Could are they a little close?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I did laugh when Kyle was having her was it Thanksgiving? No, I think maybe it was Hanukkah. Anyway, her father-in-law was there. And you know how you just go to kiss somebody and she accidentally kissed him on the lips. She was all
the dad. That was
freaked out
hilarious.
about that. I thought that was funny because who hasn't done that?
Kissed your father-in-law? I've never kissed my father-in-law on the lips.
No, I'm just saying.
Nana,
I thought that was
your hornball.
I'm just saying when you go to kiss somebody and all of a sudden.
That's why you shouldn't do that kissy thing. A hug or a little elbow now that we got COVID still lingering.
Well, tell Billy Ball then because she just likes to kiss me.
What?
I'm just kidding.
I don't think you are.
No, I'm bringing it to a different level here. Very low. Mauricio may be a cheater. See, but look at, so now this looks like old Mauricio.
He looks like Mauricio.
Doesn't he?
He does.
Doesn't he? Yes. It's like when on Bewitched, they made Darren really old. And now that was the new Darren, not the old Darren. Because the new Darren, I never really accepted him. I like the old Darren the best. So the new Darren they made old and he tried to play his grandfather. So it was a really good episode. I hope you guys can catch it.
Good point. Why does Bubs I gotta go to she's like, Bubs, are you leaving? Are you going to London? Yeah, babe, I'm going to London. Boy George's got a concert. You can be okay after the home breaking. I'm okay. I'm going to go to Mauricio's in Kyle's house. And it's just like they just had this big thing. I know he's got to work, but what does he even do?
We don't know, honey.
Can he work remotely? I know he files for bankruptcy a lot. Is that a full-time job?
That can be a full-time job
for him.
It's like Jim Anderson. We never really knew what he did on Father Knows Best until one time they had it where he was selling insurance. So it's good to know what these dads do. I don't know what Ward Cleaver did. He had an office. But I would like to know what he does for a living. He keeps running to London. Does he have someone over there? Allegedly, we don't know that.
We don't know.
So
we don't know. Nana, you're starting rumors just like irresponsible bloggers do, Nana. Now we're irresponsible.
Thank you. I didn't want to be irresponsible. I wanted to talk about Darren and the new Darren compared to the old Darren. New Darren was no good. Thanks, Trish Talk. I just couldn't see. He didn't have that chemistry with Elizabeth Montgomery, with Samantha. He just didn't have it. And you got so used to the old Darren. And, I don't know.
So sorry for your loss. I'm so sorry for your loss.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I really do appreciate it so much.
All right, get back into the notes, Nana.
I'm there. So let's see, where were we? Diana and Sutton had lunch together. That was a shit show. Diana says, well, what should we do? Diana talks like the Gabor sisters. What should we do, darling? You know, she
What's the Gabor? Oh, what are their
Eva
names?
Gabor,
Yeah, I always think
Jaja
of
Gabor.
Andrew Gabor now, but no, it's Eva
No,
Gabor. Okay,
Ava. I'm sorry, it's
Ava
Ava
Gabor,
Gabor,
Jaja.
Gabor, and there was another sister, and then their mom looked just like them too. So there was 3 Gabor
She has
sisters,
a little
I
bit of
believe.
mouth paralysis, I think. Same with what Bieber's got right now, because from these. Well, I don't think Bieber got it from lip injections, but I feel like sometimes her mouth just goes.
Oh, you know whose does that?
Mine.
She has a talk show, and she was on Irreconcilable Differences. Drew Barrymore.
Oh, she has like her little cute little to the
She
side.
has. Yes,
It's so
she
cute.
does.
Yeah.
I
But
think
that's all
she's
she's had it since she
adorable.
was little. But I think
Right.
some of these women get the inject and then they're like
Oh, sure.
the
Well,
trout pout.
is that what they call it?
Mm-hmm. Duck lips, trout pout. Mm-hmm.
Wow. I mean, this woman looks flawless, but her soul.
I don't.
All
She's
right.
soulless. You agree? So what Sutton
Yeah.
said, there's nothing wrong with it. And also, we got to get a Gucci hat that fits. We just got to get something that fits.
Yeah,
This is
it
like
does
putting on
look.
a condom that's too small for her penis head. It's tight. It's gonna rip. It's the problem. It just looked. I kept looking at this Gucci. I'm like, why would you spend all this money for a hat that doesn't fit? It makes you look like you got a penis head.
Oh, that's kind of a nice look for her.
It's
DGF
bad.
is saying Jaja, Ava, and Magda.
Yeah, she's about to lick her lips at all times. Brandy Glanville, it happened to her too. She got so much lip injection. She's on the new
Oh.
Ultimate Girls trip. You got to watch it, Nan. I got to give you my Peacock login because it's so good. And her lips now are they're a little paralysis, a little bit.
Let's hope it's not a mini stroke. So okay.
Oh no, Nana.
I thought the same thing about how she wears her hats. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, and that's definitely Diana's real hair. She's got thin, fine hair like me.
Oh, okay.
She doesn't have a lot of hair. I mean, it doesn't mean she doesn't have a lot of hair. I think hairdressers always try to make me feel better. Like, you have a lot of hair. It's very fine. And I feel like that's Diana. Dirty Diana.
Dirty Diana.
Oh, it's like the Chris Farley, fat guy in a little coat.
Oh, I just saw Chris Farley's that.
He's dead, Nana. You couldn't have seen him. He's dead.
Did. I saw him. It was a rerun.
Oh, what's a rerun? Name that movie.
Rerun?
What's a rerun? What movie?
Are you asking? Are you asking?
I'm asking you.
Oh, that is Back to the Future.
Yeah, I knew you'd get it. Good job. Good job. Yes, Diana is Ashton Kutcher circa 2000. She looks.
What does that mean? What does that mean? You guys help me.
With the hats and even her face a little bit. It looks a little Ashton Kutchery.
Oh.
Oh my God. Girls Trip is so good. You got to watch it so we can talk about it. You have to watch it.
Is that because we see you, Denise? That was that last one. Is that Denise?
I'm not caught up on the latest episode, but I think Brandy talks about the Denise situation. So it's Brandy Glanville, Phaedra Parks from it's all ex-housewives. Phaedra Parks, formerly of RHOBH. Then you have Taylor, formerly of Beverly Hills, Brandy, formerly of Beverly Hills, Dorinda, formerly of Real Housewives of New York, Jill Zarin, formerly of Real Housewives, Vicky and Tamra from our RHOC, and then who am I missing? One more, RHOBH, Eva from formerly of RHOBH, and then did I miss anybody else? It's so freaking good. It's so much better than any of the Housewives shows on air right now, in my opinion.
It really.
So,
I mean, I think Beverly Hills. They are going down fast. They really are. They got to clean up their people. Yeah. They really are having some trouble.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's all the fired women. Yep. And Tamara dropped a bomb last night. Oh, and not a what? Oh, she did. Oh, she spills tea on Denise too. Lucy girl, I can't wait to get caught up on it. I'm just once Big Brother starts, I get behind. But I was caught up on Ultimate Girls Trip. I'm like, this is the best. I liked the last season of Ultimate Girls Trip, the first one, but this one's even better. So good. And even the way it's edited, because it's on Peacock Plus and not Bravo, which is so interesting because ultimately it's going to end up on Bravo, just like the first season of Ultimate Girls Trip, but it's just better. It's so funny. It's really good.
Ultimate Girls Trip is
mess.
everything people are saying. Okay.
Yeah, you got to watch it. Yeah.
And what do I always say?
At the neck and the hands.
Slow down. Oh, look at the neck and the hands for the idea of if someone for age.
Is it Peacock Plus? It's not Paramount Plus. Am I saying Peacock Plus? Because I'm watching Paramount Plus. So it's just Peacock, not Peacock Plus. Because Paramount, the CBS one is Paramount Plus. And that's where I watch the live feeds for Big Brother. So it's just Peacock, not Peacock Plus.
I don't, what is Peacock? Is that another?
Well, stay with me. You're like, I'm talking like this.
I'm asking about it, the Peacock.
What did you say? That's the streaming network.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know
owned by NBC, and then Paramount Plus is owned by CBS. And they're streaming networks that have CBS produced.
Oh, okay. Is it something you have to pay to get? Is my next question. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
so then
all the services are blurring together for real.
So Diana and Sutton had their lunch together. Like I said, Diana says, "What should we do?" Diana talks like the Gabor sisters. We went off on that little small tangent. We had GGF that told us which Gabor sisters. There's 3 of them, and the mom. Sutton wants to make peace with her. That's what Sutton's saying. I want to make peace with you. Diana told Sutton she's just so sarcastic. And Diana, I was trying to bond with you, she says. And Sutton is getting nowhere with this reconciliation. There is no reconciliation. You can see she doesn't like you. Diana doesn't like Sutton. And Sutton, you're a smart woman. At least you appeared to be earlier on in the series. Can't you just see that this person isn't for you? Quit trying to make friends with her. It's not going to work.
Yeah, she has to because of the show, I think. Thank you, Tracy, for becoming a member of the Lean team here on the YouTube.
Hi, Tracy. Thank you. Diana doesn't even know how to make insults correctly. No, she doesn't. No, she doesn't. Diana, I don't know. I mean, just because you have money, that's not all. That's not it. That's not everything. You have to have a personality too. I don't think you should pick somebody that looks younger than your son by a lot.
Did you hear when she was saying about the parties she would have at her house and celebrities? And they're like, what's the craziest thing that happened? And Diana Jenkins said, oh, a prince got in a fight with a rock star. And I'm thinking, who could it be? So my speculation, and I'll let you guess who you think, Nana. I've seen lots of pictures of her with Kid Rock. So I'm thinking Kid Rock fought Prince Andrew because it's been alleged she's in some kind of sex ring thing or was, and might been like Madam type. And Prince Andrew, he's a real perv and a grossy and
absolutely.
He was at the island at, what's that guy's name that killed himself?
Yeah. Starts with the E.
Epstein. He was over there. So I'm like, ooh, Kid Rock beat up Prince Andrew. That was mine. Who did you think she was talking about?
When she said Prince,
you thought it was Prince.
I thought it was Prince.
The Prince. Our Prince.
Our
Minneapolis' own
Minnesota Prince. Yes. Yes, he belonged to us. Yes, I guess I kind of thought that.
And then who did you think the rock star was?
I wouldn't have.
Prince is a rock star too.
I know. I wouldn't have even thought. I wouldn't have thought of Kid Rock at all.
But if you had to guess without who do you think a rock star and a prince at Diana's house? Who do you think it would be that got in a fight?
Mick Jagger and Prince. I don't know.
A real prince now, like royalty, monarchy.
Oh, okay.
Oh but maybe she was talking about, but I feel like if she was talking about Prince, he's a rock star too.
He's a rock star too. Yeah.
So Mick Jagger versus what's his name? It's not going to be like Prince William or Prince Harry. They would have been too young.
No, they've been too young. So maybe.
What's their dad's name?
Charles.
Yeah, Prince Charles. And Mick Jagger got in a fight and then made out at the party, allegedly.
The two of them got in a fight and were making out at the party?
That's my story.
Oh, okay. Allegedly.
They fought each other and they made out.
Wow.
Lady Gaga beat up Prince Andrew. That would be amazing, Trish Talk, right?
Prince Andrew.
TGF. So I thought it was our
Oh,
Prince too.
I did when they said Prince. Prince. I always go to Prince.
Yeah,
Our
because
Prince.
there's only one prince that matters, and that's the prince. Shay is saying a very dark history. Yes, such a dark energy in history follows this Diana Jenkins lady allegedly, and it is like it's spooky. It's spooky.
She has 2 children. Am I correct?
No, now she has 3.
No,
She has a
she's
son
got
and
3.
a daughter.
She's got the little small baby. That's right.
The little one.
Yeah, that's right. Tracy H is saying Diana's negative. She doesn't like anyone. You are welcome. Sutton, not everyone will like you. She likes kids, especially in men. Sutton, you want a real man? You are classy money. Calling Sutton classy money? I don't think the only classy thing I see in Sutton, I started.
Nana is not like Sutton. No. She does not.
I'm sorry, I'm not. But her bathroom, when she redid that bathroom, that flooring was fabulous. So
I think I took a picture of that. I really liked, I loved her living room for Christmas time. It was so beautiful when they went to her house.
I thought of you in the tree because that looks like a Joleen tree to me.
It was really pretty. I mean, it's the kind of tradition. Well, it's not really. I mean, it's got its own little style, but I loved the beams. Obviously, I have exposed beams right now in the living room. So I love an exposed beam like that.
You're right.
And
but that reminded me of your tree. Yes.
Oh, really?
I loved it.
Oh, the big balls. I love big balls.
Well, who doesn't, honey?
Who doesn't?
Jamie, where are you? Anyway, I have to throw something back at Jamie every once in a while. Okay. Trish Talk. I just can't figure out why Diana wants to be on the show unless she's paying to be on. I don't get it either.
If you have so much alleged skeletons in your closet and yet you're still kind of private, and there's things but this happens a lot with these housewives. There's, they come on the show and they forget, whether it exposes their marriage, their businesses, their fraudulent things, which we got to get to Nana's stolen tea soon. So Jamie's here, I'm here. And yes, I like big butt. We knew you would, Jamie.
Honey, it was just a guess. It was an educated guess, baby.
Yes. And DGF says, I can't stop thinking about the powder room tile. I love the curved white kitchen too. Very nice.
I just love that white kitchen, and I never thought I would like that. But the older I get, I just wish I could paint.
But did you like fake snow?
I thought, Kyle, I says, if you have enough money to live where she lives, beautiful California, and to have this fabulous house, and to have another house, and to have another house in Mexico. I mean, and then because you miss snow, you're just going to have some blown in. I mean, that's money. And I loved the snow. I liked what she did. I didn't understand the hay bales. So what was she making? Was she making a slide?
They're going to make a sledding. Yeah, they're going to make a sledding thing.
Okay.
What do you think of her turkey basting skills? Because I know you're a turkey professional. Do you think she does well?
I thought she was sucking up those juices and squirting them on the meat. That was fabulous. It was almost as good as my bush. But I like big balls, and I cannot lie. Renee,
get it, Nana? Yeah,
big sparkly balls. Yeah, I thought she did really good.
Nana, did you know this?
No, lives in Smokey Robinson's old house too. Which
Nana's gonna stalk her.
Which house was Smokey Robinson's?
I think this Encino one.
Oh, are you kidding me? I got to see him live. I was really close to him. Colleen and I went, and
you guys had a good friendship.
Oh my God. I mean, I couldn't breathe. I was so excited. I was that close to Smokey Robinson.
Did you get his sweat on you?
I wanted to, but
Smokey Robinson's really pretty.
He is. He's a pretty man. He is a beautiful man. He is a beautiful man. He's got,
and he's still alive.
He's still with us.
Yep.
He's still got a voice on him. He's such a wonderful songwriter. Berry Gordy, I don't think would have been as successful without Smokey Robinson.
Wow.
Her current house. Are you kidding, honey? I would freak out.
This is really a big balls crew here.
Yeah, people like big balls,
Yeah, I guess they do. Yeah.
They just do. I mean, it's, look at your tree. See if you can handle big balls. I think that's what most of us have to do during the
Yeah, you got to
Christmas
get a tree
season.
that can support big balls.
During the Christmas season, you need a big tree to
But some people
support the
like
big
little
balls.
ones. You put it on like a table, less
I suppose.
maintenance,
I suppose that would be less maintenance.
less pain getting it in the house and
Or
taking it up and putting it down.
or if you get a real one and then you put the big balls on there and then you have all that tree. What do they call them? Tree, not
Trimming?
sap, but tree.
Fungus?
No, it's needles. The needles will drop if
Mm,
you have too big of balls on there.
got it. Look at
And
this
but
look on Kyle.
I'm sorry, but I love that hat. That hat reminded me of you too, because you and I don't know why I should have brought my hat up north with me. Our hat that we have alike, with because that would have been nice and warm going over on the boat. Because I noticed some other young girls having hats like this that they wore. And I
Mhm.
thought, oh, that's Jolene's hat. Because isn't that Love Your Melon? Is that one of those hats, I think?
I don't know. I'm
I
not
think
sure.
it is. I think it is a Love Your Melon. But
Oh.
yes, I liked her look. I like that hat. You like those big glasses like that. And
I
these
do.
are
Glenn
wires.
says those
I know.
glasses are hideous, and I'm like, I love them. I think they'd look better on me because I have a bigger face.
You have a pair like that, and I
I
love
have a
those.
few. I lost the
And
yellow
then
ones I got on vacation. I was so bummed.
you
I already
did
lost them. I
not.
have my orange ones. Yeah, I lose glasses all the time. That's why I only get cheap glasses.
Did you really lose them, honey?
You can't find them.
And what
So
color
yeah,
were they? Yellow?
yellow, and I have orange ones that I love.
Ah,
I love a
shoot.
fun, colorful aviator for sure.
Oh, Glenn, I'm sorry you don't like those. I mean, they're not my favorite, but the
Yeah, Nana
hat's
doesn't
my
like it either.
favorite. I
Mhm.
love the sweater that she had on. And
It's
I
cute.
don't think she was fake cooking. And I
Oh,
think
okay.
she was, that turkey needed to be in the oven a lot longer because it was still,
It was
wasn't
small.
crispy. It wasn't very big, was it?
Yeah, they're LA eating. It's not very much turkey.
Oh, I had no idea Smokey Robinson owned that house. Just think he walked around that house. I would have just been, I, well, I don't know. So she must have met him.
I don't
Lucky
know.
her.
I don't know when he lived in it right before her. It was just at one time his house. Producer Linda says she has a house in Palm Springs. Yep, in La Quinta, actually.
Oh, does she? Oh my God.
That's the
How
house we see on the show. That's
how
you stole my
many
goddamn house.
how many houses do these people get? Thank you, producer Linda. But how many houses do you get in one life like that? Dear Lord. So
Dear
much
Lord. All right.
homeless
What
and
are we wrapping up this
here's what
episode with?
we're wrapping up with. Diana told Sutton she's just so sarcastic. We went through that. Then Diana goes into she had a miscarriage, and Sutton mentioned she had two miscarriages. We went there. You're fake and phony about that. Um, and Diana, I'm 100% fake, she tells her. Oh, that's nice. I'll see you at Kyle's, though. We can be pleasant to each other for the charity events. And then she walks out. Now, it was just like almost said. And then I can't wait till next week. We see Jamie on there.
Jamie Lee
I
Curtis.
couldn't believe it. I
Because they
said, oh
just
my
did the
gosh.
new Halloween together, the movie.
Oh, I couldn't believe that she was on there. So who was it that was having trouble with it looked like maybe a
Oh,
contact lens?
eyelash. No, it was a fake, a false eyelash.
Oh, really? Is that what happened and
Yeah, it
went
was
in the eye?
glue.
And who
They were
was
trying to get
it?
it back on, I think. I
I
forget.
couldn't make out who it was that they were working on.
Yeah, these glasses, 25,000. 25,000. These glasses, 25,000. Remember that, Nana?
I do.
25,000. Dana is now, she does what we do. She like does recaps, she does interviews, she
Does
does
she?
podcasts about Bravo. Yeah, 25,000.
25,000. These are
She's
25,000.
she's friends with Jason and Up and Adam, 25,000.
Oh, that's
You
so
guys know
funny.
25,000. 25,000.
And then if you have to tell people that, then
25,000.
no. And Sean just saying the same thing, 25,000. I love it. So how many likes do we have? Can I ask? Can I just throw it out
According
there?
to House of Hilton, the girl stole that house from their mother's widower and left him penniless. Oh, I gotta read this. Will you send me the link to that book, please? Thank you,
According to
Renee.
House of Hilton. Oh my God.
Thank you. Oh, and Kathy's back next week.
I saw that. I saw that Kathy was back. She looks
Mm-hmm.
fabulous. Do you think they're really mad at each other, or is it just for a storyline?
No, they're really mad at each other.
Do you think?
Yeah,
Okay.
these sisters, I mean, they always in a fight with Kyle. One of them is always in a fight with Kyle. Always. Yeah, lots of people love Dana Wilkie now. I mean, I think she found her niche.
That's
She was like,
wonderful
"Hey,
because,
I'm
yeah,
opinionated.
I can do
I'm
this.
funny." Remember when she came back to talk to Brandy and she was divorced then and she wasn't a housewife anymore? And she's like, "Oh my God, I'm loving life. I'm having so much sex. I'm just doing." It was Taylor she came back to talk to. She's like, "Oh my God, Taylor, I'm having like all the sex. Like I'm just having so much fun." She was like drunk and smoking in the middle of the day. It was pretty iconic.
OST. Zach Peters is doing a book review for the House of Hilton
We
book. It was
love Zach.
amazing. We love Zach. I've been going on
Mhm.
his too.
We love
Like,
Zach. Zach
um,
breaks down the Hilton family stuff, and we talked before about I want to get into that. But yeah, he's been putting out little like Instagram reels and TikToks, kind of breaking all the stories down, and also the Jen Shaw Nana. So we have some Nana
oh,
stolen tea. Let's get your intro
yes.
going. Nana
Okay.
stolen tea time. All right,
Hi,
Nana,
kids.
who did you steal the tea from and what is it? This is where Nana steals from her favorite bloggers and
I
then
do.
regurgitates stolen, sometimes stale tea, and sometimes it's not even correct, and we love it.
That's right. It's how you hear it. How does Nana interpret this stolen tea?
And they are
Well,
saying, Nana, real quick, that Kim's book got put on hold, that tell all, but now reports are it might be back on.
why did it get put on hold?
Well, I'm sure there's lots of legal reasons. Nobody wants her to come out
Oh,
and
I
tell stuff.
suppose. But but Kyle had that whole movie out there like that.
It was a
And
TV show, American Woman,
oh,
loosely based on her mom as a
okay.
single mom in the 70s or something. I didn't watch it. It didn't look good, but I do love Alicia Silverstone.
Yes, yes. I gotta remember, do I know who that is? I think so. Okay. Alicia Silverstone.
Clueless. As if the movie Clueless, the iconic movie Clueless, she's a vegan. She was in the Aerosmith music videos. She was like the it girl in the 90s actress.
She wasn't the one. No, that was somebody else that jumped up with Bruce Springsteen. Who was that? The girl from Friends
Courtney
to dance.
Cox. That's
Thank you.
80s. She's the 90s. She's the
Bring
90s
it
it
in.
girl. Yep.
Bring in that stale tea, Nana. Here it is.
Mm-hmm.
Noella has been demoted.
Noella from Real Housewives of Orange
Housewives.
County. Yes, she did get
Her
demoted.
husband has moved to Puerto Rico, which we knew. And I got that from Up and Adam.
Nana,
yes.
you're a virgin who can't drive. Oh, that was really harsh, Ty. That was really harsh. That's a line from Brittany Murphy, rest in peace, Brittany Murphy. She was in it as Ty, Clueless, and she says to Cher, that's Alicia Silverstone's character, "You're a virgin who can't drive." And she's like, "Oh, that was really harsh, Ty." It's a very funny movie.
And that's Clueless?
Yeah, it's like our generation's Fast Times at Ridgemont High. So the 80s gen, they had,
Okay, maybe I should watch that Clueless because I just watched.
I'm pretty sure you watched it. No?
I just watched Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Now that's funny. I didn't think I'd like that, but I thought that was funny.
Yeah, you're like 30 years behind.
And that's okay. I got a lot of time, hopefully. And
okay, sorry, I interrupted you. Keep going.
That's
with
all
your
right.
tea.
I can
all right.
do the
So
Clueless.
Noella is fired.
Noella has been demoted, not fired. She's been demoted as just a friend.
Oh, that's not that bad.
So, well, it kind of is when you think you're all that. Yeah, I don't think
but it's
Noella
just her
was...
first season. It's not like when Tamara got demoted, She'll take anything she can get, I think, right now. Right?
I don't know. She just didn't know a lot about her husband per se, when he left for Puerto Rico, because James had been having his mail sent to his office instead of his home. So she didn't know a whole lot. But really, who hasn't done that? I had my Dayton's bills sent to my office so no one would open them up at home and see what kind of money I was spending. And that's when I gave a shit about stuff like that, which I don't anymore. But I was. We'd go shopping at Dayton's,
Are you
and
sure
yeah,
they're not done completely, Nana? Because Jen too, Dr. Jen, she got taken off. We might get this tea wrong. Let me look it up. See,
that's
Nana's
what
stolen tea is
that's
often
what I'm saying. This
it's
could
fun
be.
but wrong.
It could be old. It could be old. Noella has been demoted, is what I had. I had Orange County Noella Bergness, 450,000 judgment against her. Debt Collection Bureau is after her.
Noella?
And yes, because she didn't pay her former divorce attorney, so she owes 450 grand. So,
Oh my goodness.
and
Well, according to page 6, 8 days ago, Real Housewives of Orange County newbies, Noella Bergener, and Dr. Jen Armstrong exiting the Bravo show.
if they said exiting,
Mhm.
hang on a second.
They both
maybe.
posted on their respective departures via Instagram, with only Bergener, whatever, hinting that she was fired. She said, after a wild season of ups and downs, I will not be returning to the Real Housewives of Orange County, the 36-year-old mom of 2 wrote on her IG story, going on to thank those who showed her love and support during quite possibly the hardest year of her life. But Dr. Jen, so she said she's looking forward to brighter skies ahead and can't wait to share what's next. Shortly after, Noella, who made history as the franchise's first Black cast member, reposted messages from a handful of disappointed fans saying justice for her. And then we go into Dr. Jen. Meanwhile, the 42-year-old Dr. Jen Armstrong, who has 3 kids, explained she was stepping away from the show to focus on her family and work. So there you go.
And Tracy's saying, no, Noella is demoted. See, and that's how I heard it. But I know what you just said.
Yeah, so maybe, I don't know, maybe they talk to her again and she's just going to be a friend.
Yeah, see, that's how it was reported.
Yeah, somebody said Jesus Jugs might be coming back.
No, listen. She's going to be Alexa, Billa, what was it, her name? Bellino. And Tamara.
No, she's Jesus Jugs forever and ever.
Yes, she's coming. Alexa just talked to me. I don't know what she said.
Okay. Don't talk back.
Oh, I know. I said Alexis. That's why.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Duh. Okay. She
can hear you.
JJ. We'll call her JJ. And
kill us in our sleep.
Coming back. That is true. They are coming back.
Tamara
and
Jesus Jugs.
Yes.
Wow.
And I have a really hard time with the first, not Tamara, but Jesus Jugs.
Oh, yeah. She left that husband. I think she's got a new dude and a new nose, and she was on some marriage family boot camp show. So I think she might actually bring something. Then
welcome
this time.
back, honey.
I think before I'm going to give her another chance, because I think before she was in this just horrible marriage with Jim Bellino, who was just he was such a misogynist, and he was so gross, and you just stay home, be pregnant. He was all nasty looking, just so nasty. So now I'm gonna see what she has to offer as an older woman who isn't under his thumb anymore,
Yeah, but they are coming back. That is true. And
people are hearing Kyle is quitting. I just don't believe she would quit.
Up and Adam and Campfire both said fire, but maybe it's changed since Monday. Oh, okay. They're saying
where did you get this stolen tea, Nana?
This was Up and Adam. But maybe things had changed, because when I got this, I wrote this down. It's been because we hadn't been for a couple weeks. Mm-hmm. So it first came out that Noella had been demoted. So then there she goes. Mm. So now what's his name? Trevor? What's that guy's name? Gina's boyfriend.
Trevor Noah. No. Oh, I don't know. Gina's boyfriend. It's okay. But what happened with him?
Okay, so his kids and Trevor and Megan have to go to co-parenting classes.
Oh, him and his ex?
For Presley, Bennett, and Joseph, Gina's ex.
Oh so,
because they're going to parenting classes, because his new is it his wife? Is it Trevor's wife, or his wife doesn't like the idea that Gina had a DUI in 2019. So
it's his
fighting
ex.
About that.
I don't think his name is Trevor. Is it Travis?
Travis.
So Travis's ex-wife, because there was talk that there was some friction between them and the kids maybe reporting back to the ex-wife or something happening with her drinking or something.
Yes.
Which I wouldn't be surprised about. I mean, we all make mistakes, but Gina did have DUIs and or a DUI, and we did see her having some drinking. She was like a younger Shannon with her drinking.
Yeah,
So.
I'd like to see her slow that down so she isn't being called on the carpet. But yeah, so that wasn't really as big a tea as Noella just being a friend of the show, which isn't true then.
Okay. We don't know. It's close. Something happened with them. That's all we're going to say. That's why we're not the bloggers.
But Noella, can you believe that though? I mean, she didn't pay her former divorce attorney. Hello. So they're coming after her.
He probably hoped that the husband would the ex would pick up the tab or something.
Why not? Throw him with
everything. I feel like he
else.
should. That's part of the price you pay when you're a guy who marries above his league, whether you like Noella or not. She is too attractive for her ex-husband. And that's the price you pay for marrying younger. I think he cheated with his, right? Didn't he cheat with his, allegedly, with his former wife, right? And got with Noella? Maybe I just made that up.
I thought she was married before Noella.
I don't know.
I thought that's what they were talking about.
Gina was accused of DV against No, that's horrible.
Domestic violence
I'll look that up. No, you can't
Travis?
Say that because then we'll get
DV. I'm sorry. All right, she's on the DVD. Okay. God, you can't talk about anything anymore.
Not on YouTube. They're weird.
Okay,
but they let people get away with.
I was going to say, are you kidding me? Okay. But
what was this? Are you sure?
I missed that. Shonda, where did you get that, honey? So, and then, all right, let's just go for the big against Travis. I thought Gina was accused of
yes, page 6. Well, it's page 6, but still, here, let me share the article here. Oh my God. No, Gina, no. But that, I mean, you do see with people maybe who have been in that situation, then I don't know, guys, but that's horrible.
See, and I like Gina.
Poor Travis.
And I like Travis.
Many issues.
So,
one of them is how much she drinks. Okay.
Travis, of all people, Travis is your ride or die here.
Yeah, but maybe she's taking stuff out on him. Okay, Gina accused of pushing boyfriend Travis Mullen down the stairs by it's by the ex-wife. Okay. I mean, is he saying it? So Gina allegedly pushed boyfriend Travis Mullen down the stairs during a fight that broke out at their Orange County home. Travis's ex-wife, Megan Mullen, made the accusation in court documents obtained by page 6. She claims the physical altercation occurred around April in front of the former couple's 10-year-old. Oh, that's horrible. Daughter Presley. Late at night, the children started hearing loud noises. Presley went out of the room to investigate. Travis was yelling that Gina was an alcoholic. Oh, okay. I mean, that's believable. Megan, who also shares daughter Bennett 8 and son Joseph 6 with Travis, alleges in the court documents. Presley witnessed Gina push Travis down the stairs, banging his head on the wall, or banging his, Presley down the stairs, banging his head on the wall and throwing hairs and pictures off the wall. Megan alleges in the documents that she instructed her kids to call the police if this ever happens again, though cell phones are allegedly not allowed at Travis and Gina's home. All 3 children have expressed to me that they are not allowed to call me during the visits. As a mom, I'm not a mom, but if I was their mom, I would be like, that is not the rule. They can call me anytime.
That's right. That is not the rule.
In addition to the alleged physical incident, Megan also states that she is concerned about Gina's behavior and drinking. The kids tell me that sometimes when they wake up in the morning, she will be asleep with an empty bottle of wine and a glass next to her, she claims. A source close to Gina tells page 6 that the allegations against the Real Housewives of Orange County star are completely false. These claims are without merit. This is a false narrative that Megan is trying to paint about Gina, who is a DV survivor. The court docs filed by Meghan and first reported by Radar Online were in response to Travis's request for an emergency investigation into claims she unlawfully was keeping the kids from him. She alleges it's because the kids who are refusing to visit him. The two currently share joint legal custody and joint legal and physical custody of their 3 children. Horrible.
That is horrible. No, I'm getting things mixed up then, honey. So Gina and Travis, that's her boyfriend now.
Mm-hmm.
And she pushed him down the steps.
Allegedly, yeah. That's
Allegedly,
court
but
document. She had altercation. She had DV her ex-husband.
With her ex-husband.
Yeah, he did that to her, though.
Right.
But now she's being accused. Oh, my gosh.
So the ex is saying this.
She's saying that the kids came home and said, this is what they're seeing. This is what's happening, according to them.
Okay.
So I don't know. I mean, hopefully it's not a case where they're using the kids as some kind of thing to fight each other.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Please. That's terrible. I thought they were on. Well, I like Travis. I thought he was just so sweet with her. So,
well, I mean,
don't know.
We don't know. We don't know.
I know, but this is just things. Wow. So let's get to that pièce de résistance.
Pièce de résistance.
Jen Shah found guilty.
Not found guilty.
Years.
Said she's guilty.
Well, she pleaded guilty. She
pleaded guilty. So she wasn't found. Like she said, no, you don't even have to find me guilty. I'm just going to tell you I'm
guilty. And didn't we kind of know there was something just off on her story?
Well, because her dude took a plea.
Right. Yes.
Her assistant friend guy.
When he did, then she had to, wouldn't you think? Mm-hmm. Because I'm sure they told him he would get a lesser sentence if he would talk.
I think they probably had too much against her. The proof, I mean, a case like that, it feels like from all the legal people I follow and stuff, once it gets to that point, they got a lot on you, girl. And she probably thought, well, I'll just plead guilty and hopefully get a lesser sentence. So she's looking at 30 years, but I'm sure she'll get off in half of that for good behavior if she doesn't start money swindling or racketeering, whatever the hell it was, in prison. So, and remember, she told Meredith and Heather and everybody, I am innocent. So it was shocking.
I am innocent.
Heather Gay and Meredith Marks, like the rest of the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City cast, were blindsided by Jen Shah's guilty plea. A source exclusively tells Page Six the beauty lab and laser owner and jewelry designer were informed of their castmates' legal strategy shift just before it was made official. Because remember, she was like, nope, I'm going to fight this. I'm innocent. I'm going to take my money. I'm going to take my mom's money. I'm going to take my mom's money. She doesn't have a retirement because I am so innocent. An insider shares that Jen Shah, 48, called Gay right before heading into the courtroom on Monday and asked her to call Marks, 50, to inform their pal of the new decision. A second source confirms the two women received notice ahead of the pleading. We're also told Gay and Marks had been in New York ahead of the pretrial hearing because Shah wanted people around her to support her. Meredith Marks showed her allegiance. I'm so weird that they have allegiance now on social media the night before the hearing, but allegedly this next season is going to be Whitney and what's her name? The skinny one with the tequila. I'm forgetting because I feel like that season's been off so long, but it hasn't been off that long. Whitney and the little one against everybody else. What's her name again, Nana? There's Meredith, Jen, Whitney, Heather, and Goofy. What's her name? Tequila Tammy. So it's Whitney and Tequila Tammy who used to, Lisa Barlow. Thank you. Lisa Barlow and Whitney against the rest of the cast. Okay. So Meredith was showing her allegiance to Jen on social media the night before the hearing, proclaiming that in the U.S., one has a right to a trial and presumed innocent. Very different than what she was saying on this past season. For those who may not know this, I live in the United States of America. In the U.S., one has a right to a trial and is presumed innocent until proven guilty or until pleading guilty. In Jen Shah's case, the reality star was then called out by fans after news of Shah's plea broke. Her and Gay's rep declined Page Six's request for comment on Shah, blindsiding them. However, we're told Marks and Gay are not alone, and other cast members, including Whitney Rose and Lisa Barlow, were shocked as well. Everyone was surprised, the source says, adding that Shaw continually told the other housewives that she was innocent and that she was going to fight. I am going to fight, and I'm innocent. The insider claims the disgraced marketing executive told friends the reason people plead guilty is because they're afraid and they can't afford it, but that she can afford it and she was going to fight for her innocence. The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City cast was under the impression that Shaw was in New York just for the pretrial hearing to prepare to fight the allegations with her counsel. The Bravo celebrity pleaded guilty to one count of conspiracy to commit wire fraud in connection with telemarketing, while the U.S. attorney agreed to drop the other count against her, conspiracy to commit money laundering. So they dropped that charge, and she was just pled guilty to one count of conspiracy to commit wire fraud in connection with telemarketing. And for doing that, they dropped the other count against her, conspiracy to commit money laundering. So she must have been looking at a lot. Her attorney previously told Page Six that the last minute plea was made because Shaw wants to pay her debt to society and put this ordeal behind her and her family. Our source says Shaw felt her back was against the wall, and she and her team saw the evidentiary support against her and who was going to be testifying. She knew she had to plead guilty because she was going to be guilty anyway and didn't want to drag her mom, her husband, her kids, and everybody into it. The insider says Shaw shares two sons with Sharif, and they are Sharif Jr. and Omar, 19. She shares with her husband, Sharif Sr. The reality star faces a maximum of 30 years in prison and 5 years of supervised release. However, the plea agreement calls for only 11 to, that's why she plead, only 11 to 14 years behind bars and up to 9.5 million in restitution. Her sentencing is set for November. So she could be out in 11 years, which it seems daunting, but when you're looking at 30 or more, that's nothing.
Because Linda, our producer, saying mail fraud is a felony, minimum 10 years for mail fraud. So,
well, they dropped the one.
Didn't they say?
She pleaded guilty to one count of conspiracy to commit wire fraud. Yep, in connection with telemarketing. So yeah, that would make sense because then minimum of 10 years. So she's getting 11, and then since she did that, then they dropped the other count, which is conspiracy to commit money laundering. And it's like clink, clink. Remember the real, you never watched Jersey, but there are these twins that were on it for a season. They were talking about Teresa. They're like, clink, 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 Teresa. And they didn't come back because Andy doesn't let people really go against Teresa on that.
I don't understand that. I mean, oh my God.
Tequila Tammy.
So what did Andy have to say about Jen? I didn't see where he spoke to that.
He said something?
Someone said in the
chat. I think I heard that he was pissed because, I'm sure a lot of people, she had been going around saying she's going to fight it and that she's innocent. So maybe it was something like that.
Okay, that would make perfect sense because you wanted, for him.
Shay, look at this. Heather wants some Coach Shaw. He might be getting lonely. That would be the twist of the century for that franchise.
That would be.
Meredith Marks is as real and authentic as her. I mean, yeah.
Oh, I miss those. I miss that Salt Lake stuff. I'll tell you, they are too good. But yeah, it didn't surprise me. It surprised me that she came forward and said she was guilty. I didn't think she would do that. Did we think she was innocent? Not really. Not when you have feds looking for you. There's something up. So.
Oh yeah, and they had this big case against her. I mean, good luck. That was. She has to pay $9 million restitution once she gets out. I mean, she'll have a book deal when she I'm sure. Very Teresa Giudice.
Here comes the movie rights.
Emily D. Baker said she'll only probably do about 7 to 8 years. That's why she took it. What a deal. What a deal. That's a good.
What, with federal prison, is that where you make a tea time or tennis games? And what, is that pretty, not really behind bars? Wink, wink.
I
Is
think
it
she's
one
going to
of
be
those?
behind bars like Teresa was, drawing in her
Oh,
eyebrows, letting her
okay.
natural hair out like Teresa did, her scrunchy,
Okay.
crunchy hair. And she's going to be making friends with homemade tattoos, So it's going to be, it'll be interesting, Jen Shaw. It'll be interesting. Oh
I
my
know
gosh.
that was the big
Feds
news
don't
though.
play. They don't
I
play.
I bet they don't, and
Jen
they
is as
didn't.
innocent as Erica. Yeah. Jen will
Yeah,
come
there you
back.
go.
Yes. Love After Lockup season 46. I mean, it's sad to say, but honestly, probably going to jail and doing this, when she comes out, there will be opportunities waiting for her. Teresa had the show basically was like, we'll be here when you come back. They filmed her kids and her husband when they were waiting for her, did like a special spinoff.
Disgusting.
So unless Andy and them are really pissed off at Jen Shaw, because I think they look at Teresa more like she's a victim of it because she's so dumb, But
No.
Jen Shaw, he might look at it differently, but really they don't care. They follow the ratings, whatever's going to make them the most money. So unfortunately, these housewives of going to prison, they come out, and that's almost like they're going to make more money now.
Oh my God, how much money do people need? Really serious.
You were talking about Martha Stewart jail. I don't think she'll go to Martha Stewart jail.
Really? Okay, I thought maybe it would be light, prison light.
I'm not sure. She'll be fine. Yep, she'll be
Okay.
fine. Andy believed Erica and Jen, so that says a lot about his judgment. Well, he's also best friends with John Mayer, so that says a lot about his judgment too.
Now, what's wrong with John Mayer?
Don't get me started.
Okay, all right. Right.
Yeah, she's not. That's going to be a cakewalk for her. I mean, really, if you think about it, what's she 48 now? So let's say she does the 7 to 8 years. She goes in at almost 49. She's out by her late 50s.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
No, and I mean that's a horrible time for women in media and entertainment. Because by 45 to or even before then. I mean, reality TV changed it a little bit with the Housewives, but then now you're going to be in almost grandma mode, and then Hollywood invites you back in and says, oh yeah, we like either Dame Helen Mirren age or Amber Heard age. Like those are
and anything in between is what, lost?
You're dead. You just have to come back.
Really? Wow.
When you're a great grandmother.
Jules Retro TV Cartoon and Film Channel. Hi,
What's
Joleen,
up,
Nan and Chat.
Jules?
Hi, Jules.
Look at Prison Bae, who left his wife and children and married into billions after his sentence. Yeah, wasn't that the hot guy that everyone was like, oh my God, he's so hot. And he went to prison and he came out, and then they were like, here, you want a model? It's free room and board. They can use that time to, save money. Coach Shaw can sell interviews I wonder if he'll stay with her. Do you think?
Do I think he will? Someone allegedly said that he's probably got somebody on the string already.
Well, yeah, but I mean, will he stay married to her? Will he divorce her right away?
I don't know. He seems to be really into his work, so he'll spend more time being the assistant coach. And
I kind of think he'll be like, oh, it's a break from her. And I wonder how much he knew. I just wonder so much about that situation.
Yeah.
Kind of like how much Erica knew about Tom, which we see is a lot.
But
Coach Shaw, it's like, how much did he know?
I mean, how much did he ever listen to her? I don't think he listened to her much.
Yeah, no, this comes back to the callback to Nana's, what does your face look like during an autopsy when you're cut into when you've had so much fillers and stuff. So she can't get the fillers. So it'll be interesting to see how gravity works and time.
Yeah.
Time.
You just take some of that masking tape and put it behind your ears, kids.
Create an MLM in the clink. Yeah.
What is an MLM?
Multi-level marketing.
Oh my gosh, you guys and your fancy words.
I don't come up with new ideas to scam.
When you're scamming people and you're scamming seniors, it doesn't matter what age, but seniors, are you kidding me? I mean, that's just horrific.
I think he'll be gone too because their marriage, was on life support.
Yeah, I don't think, right. I think you're right. Shonda,
what a waste. Right. I mean, what a waste of potential and stuff because she's such a smart woman, and to use your intelligence for such bad, it's like,
I
What a
know. Well, I
bummer.
mean, I don't
And
wanna
he's a lawyer.
I don't wanna watch anything that she would be on again, you know? I mean, pay your debt to society. There's never enough to pay back when you've taken all that money from people. I mean, that's horrendous. No.
Nana doesn't want to tell you guys, but she was scammed by Jen Shaw. What did they call offering you, Nana? And they took your money. She was ordering a Beatles blanket, a quilt.
Oh, would you stop? I finally got it. It just was like en route for
You
4
are one of
months.
the people that Jen Shaw is like, yes, because Nana's on Facebook clicking all the links. Oh, I'm just gonna put my credit card in here, and I'm like, no, don't. And you're like, you said it'll
You
come in 6 to 12 years, 2
you
weeks to 5
okay,
years.
you scolded me on that, and rightly so, and I'm not doing that
I don't want
anymore.
you to
If I
lose your
want
whole
something,
retirement and
no,
house.
if I want something, I call you and you have that Prime business, Amazon.
Yeah, Amazon.
Amazon, yes, and we can get it through there, and we
Right,
appreciate
Trish
that.
Talk. Quit taking advantage of elderly, old people. Quit taking advantage of other people in general just for your own monetary gain. Like, seriously,
Yes.
it's horrible.
It is horrible. It's absolutely horrible, and I don't know, Jen, I have no time for you.
Nana's
Bye.
done with you.
Yeah,
You will never
you are
sell her another fake Beatles blanket and tell her to get her school.
you are not amazing.
You're not amazing.
No, you're
I know
horrible.
it's so scary because I feel like my mom's gonna get
Oh, you
taken
guys,
advantage of with like, I got an email that says I can't get my account. And if I click this link and I go click to see who the email's from, it's from 12 double do poop poop
see,
at
but we
gstop.ao but dot 333. I think that's Wells Fargo. And I'm like, it will say from at Wells Fargo.
yes, but we don't know all this stuff. And that's why I call you about things. You
Mm-hmm.
know, I mean, it's good to have someone that I can call and say to you, "Oh, honey, I don't know about this." And you say, "No, no, don't touch that. Don't do this." Because most of us, my age group, we're more
You always
trusting and
age
we shouldn't
yourself
be.
up way more because are you even 67 yet? You're 67?
Yeah.
That is not old. And you're acting like you're 90 over
I'm
here.
not
The way
saying
you talk, you're like, I can't remember anything. I can't hear. What's the internet? Like, I think
I
you do what your
you
dad used to do. He plays up the elderly card.
it works sometimes. You know,
You're
you
not
can get
elderly
into the
yet. Sorry,
honey,
sister.
yes, yes. Well, that's nice of you to say. But yes, I'm having these issues. I don't remember things. I couldn't think of Nicolas Cage's name the other day. And I had to really I look out in space and I think, okay, what was he in? Peggy Sue got married. Okay. Leaving Las Vegas. Was he in that? Anyway.
Yeah,
Um,
Amazon, PayPal, Microsoft will never call you. They'll never email you, say, click this link. If that you get one of those emails, you always want to Google and look up the actual number to those places. If you're like, is this a real email? But the best thing to do is just check who it's coming from in the sender. Don't click any links anyone sends you, whether it's on Facebook, even if it says it's your friend. I tell my friend, don't send me any weird links, nothing, because then people get spammed all the time. It's happening on Instagram
right.
now. People's accounts are getting taken.
Oh,
The
okay.
best way to look at those emails, because I get those emails all the time. Oh, your bank account's been locked out. Your PayPal's locked out. You're this. Just click right here. We'll fix it. Once you click there, they get all your information and stuff. So you just look at the from email within Gmail or whatever your email
Okay.
service is and see who it is. And if they say I'm from Amazon, then it better be jack@amazon.com. And if it's not from an amazon.com, it'll be from someone at 1256 fuck you lane, then it's not real.
Okay. Okay.
So don't
But no,
answer
I mean,
calls from jail too. Nana gets a lot of calls from jail. She knows a lot of felons. She's a felony friend. Nana's a felony friend to all. So yeah.
thank you. Thank you, honey. I appreciate that. But yeah, I mean, we do, and I don't mean to talk myself up to be a senior like in my 80s or anything. But I
Seniors.
mean, there is a lot of things happening when you're in your 60s
your
and then
body.
you're past from that 64 to 70. There's a lot of things that happen that you can't believe. You think, well, I never thought I'd forget that. What the hell's wrong with me? So
Mhm.
these things happen. Okay.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, that wraps up this episode of Married to Bravo. Thank you guys for joining us, for the comments, the super chats, the like, the subscribes, the
We
love.
appreciate it. We so appreciate it. And then I'm thinking, the police never suspends your Social Security.
And don't ever give anyone your Social Security number. Like if they call, be like, F you, I'm not giving you it.
No,
I don't
we have known that forever and said, no, absolutely not. We don't do that. And I just said to somebody else, they said, well, give me your credit card and we'll just put it. And that was Pioneer Press for the newspaper. And I says, I don't do that anymore. I says, bill me and I'll write a check.
Yep. Bill me, biznatch. Bill me. Right. Never give out your social. Don't fall for crackly conversations over the phone with anybody. No.
Unless they say it's Nana. Nana's calling.
It's Nana. All right. Good night, everyone. Have a great weekend. We'll be back later. Bye.
Bye. Thanks, guys.
If you like what you